All right. What is up, welcome, Spoiler Kings? My name is Tim Kramer with Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon with that awesome Batman shirt on.
Oh, you like it?
That is awesome. But what is that, man? Happy Thursday. We got a bunch of stuff we're gonna talk about tonight. The Cross. We gotta get caught up with Cross. That was it's a pretty entertaining episode.
Yeah, a lot better than last week's.
Yeah. Bobby Trey is
phenomenal.
Bobby Trey is awesome, man. Oh man.
Said, I hope they can peel back the face, because if I can't, I won't be peeling back yours.
Bobby Trey. Tell about a character you did not. I don't think anybody expected him to come back and just be the MVP of like the season.
Especially going from season 1 to 2.
Oh. Yeah. So we're definitely talking Cross episode 5. We're gonna get caught up with Paradise episode 1, 2, and 3. We'll talk about that later. We got some Dakota incident, some comic books. So if you're big into Milestone, definitely gotta talk about this, because
we'll talk
this is
about
kind of a big deal. Yeah. But now I wonder what's going to happen with any of these characters on screen, because I don't think we see any of these characters on screen anymore. But that's a whole nother argument with Paramount and Warner Brothers.
Oh my God, because Netflix said F you, F your team.
Well, I'm out. They're pretty much like, give us our 2 million, we're done. They're just walking 2 billion.
Yeah, bill
with a B. Yeah. I think it's a little bit over. I think it's like 2.1, 2.2 or something like that. Yeah, like they're just like, give us our 2 billion and have a good life. Like,
yeah, we're gonna have Megyn Kelly as Superwoman.
Oh man,
what's happening? This is some bull. Y'all don't even know what we stepped into.
Andrew Tate is gonna be fucking Superman. His brother is gonna be Batman.
Oh man, ugh, good lord.
Yep. So yeah. So kind of after reading this, I'm like, oh man, cool. Like, Static's back. Maybe we're gonna see him on the big screen. And then you're like,
but I kind of gave you a couple of hints of what I think from this. That this is really a story, more of a story about what the president of DC did to Milestone, and it's the end of Milestone is what this Dakota incident is really.
Yeah.
It's really Milestone, and I think that's what the story really is, not necessarily just the Dakota and what the president of the United States or any of that stuff. I think it was the president of DC and what they did to Milestone.
Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't think about it, but it definitely fits. So we're definitely gonna be talking about that towards the end of the show. Because I know Bearman didn't read it, and I don't know if there's any spoilers for sure, but there are some parts where you're just like, kind of, you look at it, you kind of like, really, like,
well, there's also things. I mean, we could talk about the idea that they allow this comic book to be released on digital a week before
the whole
the physical comic book came out. And so I was talking to Mike, Bro Comics last night, and we talked for like 2 or 3 hours afterwards. And he was saying, well, it's not a problem because they already did the pre-orders. And I told him the problem is if the comic book shops don't sell those pre-orders, yes, DC got their money, but if the comic book shops don't sell the pre-orders because of what someone did to release this digital thing, because they got the thing they're going to read regardless already there, that could be problematic in itself too.
Yeah, because I mean, how many people are going to walk in and see it on the shelf and be like, oh shit, pick it up? And then how many people will be like, oh, I already read the bootleg online, I'm good.
Why am I going to spend money? It's hard enough to spend money on this, and really we're trying to do this 100,000 issue thing, right? We're trying to hit this number, but that kind of delays you and stops you from hitting that number. So that's why I actually do think it's problematic.
So. Oh yeah, DC 100%. It's like you put it out on their online thing, and then I think the same day they pulled it, but by then it was too late. It's already out on the internet.
That's to see it, and and it seems like you did it on purpose.
Yeah, it seems very, very purpose. Very purpose. But yeah, we'll get into the comic and some of the other stuff, because there's the whole what happens next, because they have the next stuff for DC kind of dropping. So we'll get into some comic booky stuff towards the end. Cross, Paradise. We'll talk maybe hopefully about Warner Brothers a little bit. But I don't know. We might save that for a Monday show. Let kind of the pieces fall a little bit and see what exactly happened. But
James Gunn now.
Oh, Gunn's gone. He has to be like, cleaning up his resume at this point. Like, he got to know he's done. He's done. Like, there's a lot of people at Paramount right now or at Warner Brothers that are like, oh, I'm done. They don't want me.
Are you surprised that Netflix rescinded that offer? Because I heard there are rumblings that they were still going to choose Netflix, even over
that's what I heard.
$31 per share price point. Even with the $9 billion, they said they lost money again last quarter when they released their quarter activities again.
Mm-hmm.
That they were still going to choose Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And Netflix rescinded the offer. I'm like, man, what the hell? Maybe Netflix said, don't do this again. We gave you a chance last time. You did it again. And now we're going to bounce.
Yeah.
You're not doing it in good faith.
Yeah.
They are known to make kind of hasty decisions, or at least ones that you think would be a no-brainer to kind of pursue or go with. So I can't really say I'm too surprised.
Dude, this was an orange deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is an orange deal. This is what it was.
Well, like I see Ace in there is like, all the stuff. I don't know what happened today with the Netflix executives, but I know this administration was really kind of saying like fire this person, fire this person. The CEO needs to be fired. So he was kind of doing, what they were doing with NBC, and Paramount. It's like, well, if you want this, then you need to fire this person. So, yeah.
So orange ish that should not be dealing with you at all.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing you should be dealing antitrust stuff, not the president of the United States.
Yeah.
Somehow
it shouldn't deal with the government, but it deals with the person in the government. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that becomes a problem.
Mm-hmm.
But
douches.
But yeah. So I don't know. I mean, even if we talk about it more tonight, I doubt I'll have a chance to edit it and get it out before Monday. So maybe Monday we'll just see what exactly happens. Yeah, kind of let because it just happened today. $31 a share is crazy
for something that's losing. That's only at $23. You're gonna pay 31. If
I own Warner Brothers stock, I would sell it when at that. Well, I don't know what it is right now, but I would probably sell it before the merger finalizes, because once Paramount gets wrapped in to the Wall Street whatever, like Warner Brothers will take a big old hit. So,
man, I'm honestly I'm at a point where if this thing goes through, I'm done with Warner Brothers. I'm done with DC. I'm not going to hope for anything different. I'm going to just say, you know what? I know what you guys are going to be about. So I'm just going to be done.
Well, I know I don't want to bring this up, but I know months ago, Ellison said he wants to bring back the Snyderverse. But, I mean, cool for the Snyderverse people that want to bring back, but then is it at the cost of losing, like, Warner Brothers as a whole? Because what happens after the Snyderverse is done? And plus all the other Warner Brothers stuff. It's just, is Harry Potter even gonna keep filming? They might go in and be like, quit it, done. We're done. Here's your money. Go home. We're not filming Harry Potter anymore.
Yeah, does that just halt everything?
Yeah, because I guarantee, like that, that family doesn't want, what's going on that,
But what do you think if Zack Snyder would come back in for this administration and do that?
I mean, that's a whole nother argument.
He is, but money does talk. And how much money can you give? Can you just say no? I'm not going to accept.
I mean, when you have bottomless pockets, But
then you have to do what they want you to do. You got to do stories they want. And how much does that affect the art? And I just don't. Maybe this is my personal feeling that I don't think Zack Snyder would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Walter Hamada is at Paramount makes me hesitate. Yeah, I mean, I know the Snyder people have a big problem with him. I don't have that big of an issue with him. It's the same thing with like Jeff Johns. Like all these people come out and hate Jeff Johns, but I was like, Jeff Johns wasn't the problem. You know why like things sucked. You know why the Green Lantern movie was one of the worst comic book movies ever. It wasn't because of Jeff Johns, but his name was on it, and he was running all the DC stuff at the time, and he was running the big Green Lantern return. He got all this heat. Like, oh, Jeff Johns sucks. I was like, what?
Oh wow! Zach has said he would.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I'm happy for you guys, Snyderverse people that want to bring it back, but it's at the cost of the soul of Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope the movies are good. Yeah, Warner Brothers at 28 right now. Then it's been steady. It's been steady between 30 and 28. Right around there for the last since like December.
When the offers came in, yeah. I believe they're around $24 and $25, right?
Yeah. Imagine in August, or here we go. This is September 3rd, right? It was $11.92 a share, right? And then it shot up because that's when around the end of the year was when like we're selling. And then it really started shooting up at the end around Christmas because that was when they said they were gonna kind of start looking at different things, and that's where it's kind of been at. And I think that's where it's gonna stay. Like once it becomes absolved by Paramount, that stock's gone. Because Paramount, look at Paramount stock. I don't think that is doing any well. Skydance is not doing any well.
I don't know, Kevin. I don't know if they're gonna be sold again in 5 years. I don't think that's what it is. You don't spend that much money unless you want to put your own content out.
Yeah. No, they're going to keep it
to the masses. This is what the point is, to get your own content that you want to say, things you want to say to the masses. So I don't think that it's just in them, they'll just get rid of them. No, they're using this as a vehicle to get what they want out there in the world.
Yeah. The dad Larry gets all the TV side of everything, specifically like CNN and stuff like that, and then the son gets the play with the movies. That's kind of like what he likes. But the assholes has to have somewhere laughing with a cigar in his mouth. I mean, he made the shareholders happy, probably. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. That's why I like, because it's right now it's brand new. And there's not much that we know about it besides Netflix backing out, which means Paramount's going to get it. So we probably get a lot more stuff tomorrow and over the weekend. So Monday we'll talk about it more in depth.
Yeah, because I heard about all this stuff, and then when I saw that Netflix said we're out, I was like, shit,
that was game over. Yeah,
it's like, good Lord.
Oh yeah, Ryan Coogler, he's gone. You were expecting any kind of spinoff from Sinners? No, that's done. James Gunn is done. That's obvious. Done. Yeah, Mike and Pam, they're leaving. There's I think they said they're gonna fire about like 10,000 people anyway, and then a bunch of other people are gonna step down and leave. So, yep.
Fernando says Netflix wussied out. Or do you think they wussied out? Do you blame Netflix? Because they looked at the road. They told them, look, we gave them that first time. They asked for the bids. We gave them more money than it was worth. And we made the stock itself go up. And now they're like, so, we wouldn't do it at this price, but we're not going to continue to play a game with you where you're just going to keep on trying to find more people that are going to try to up the offer and just try to extort us.
Mm-hmm.
Do you blame them for walking away?
Mm. And then who says that they don't try this again? Because the Ellison family already said they are hellbound on getting Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So who says like if Netflix matches and Warner Brothers like, oh, we're gonna stick with Netflix? Who says they don't turn around and like, okay, 35 a share? At some point as a business owner, you'd be like, well, you're giving me way more than what it's worth. Like same thing with Twitter. Same thing with Twitter and Elon Musk. He's like, I'm gonna give you this much money. They're like, for real? Because that's way more than what it's worth, and they forced him to pay that much money, and he paid like 3 times more than what Twitter was actually worth,
Mm-hmm.
So Rich people gonna do rich people shit.
Yeah, I mean, and I can't fault Netflix at this point because they had a deal in place, and then and then they also know that the government's against them. They know all these other things that the government's telling them they gotta get rid of your CEO, you gotta change all that, and they really want to just say F you. And now you're going to try to get them to do more money, like put more money in. I don't blame them.
Yeah, that's kind of because now you have like you said, the president coming in is like fire this person. So now you're like, whoa, we didn't want this kind of heat, So and then at this point, was it Paramount's like we'll pay that $2 billion, to cancel, and Netflix is like, cool, like leave us the fuck alone, give us our money and have fun.
Yeah, we'll go do something else. We'll go buy something else.
But I wonder if this whole conversation kind of opens the door for Netflix to be like, you know what? Let's play around with theatrical releases. I don't know. I'm not saying they will, but maybe
Netflix buys something else. Netflix looks at MGM and says, Netflix
MGM don't buy Amazon.
MGM. Amazon.
Yeah.
But what they look at
Lionsgate to go on Universal.
I would say Universal because Universal once again, NBC and all that stuff. What if they say Universal? So then they have that, they have properties. It's not as good as Warner Brothers because the superhero genre right now, but Universal still has a lot of stuff.
Universal got the monsters, man, and horror is big right now. That's a big.
Netflix does a good job at it. So I mean, they understand that. So maybe they go after that and they say, well, and at the end of the day, Netflix is laughing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's exactly what Mama Bear said. I'm more concerned about how this will affect news and media in general since Ellison and Trump's our friends. That's the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to sit here and say CNN is like the super liberal, great, it's the only, bashing of, liberal media because it's not.
Because it hasn't been for the last at least 4 or 5 years. You've seen the change in CNN. I'm just
but now whatever little bit it did have is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Barry Weiss is going to take over because she's taking over all their new stuff and fun. It's fun.
Megyn Kelly's going to be hosting all the stuff on CNN.
Canada got any good news? Canada got any good news stations sent down here? Watch some BBC.
Oh my god!
Actually,
BBC. You want to go BBC? We just talked about what happened to BBC.
they're really bad too, man.
They're BAFTA. When we just saw that, what BBC just did.
Oh my god, yeah.
What we just did. So I don't know if we can deal with that either.
That's right. Oh my god, yeah.
You literally looking at NBC like the greater of the lesser of evils.
Yeah.
We all got to watch MSNBC and hope that they don't lie. That's
50-50. Flip a coin. That point. Yeah. What's up, Jason? Yeah, we're kind of talking about the Warner Brothers stuff.
Dude.
Yeah.
And,
I don't know.
But are you surprised? I'm not surprised, honestly.
I'm not surprised, but I am like disappointed because I was really hoping. I was really hoping Netflix would kind of like step up a little bit and be like, hey, we really want this. But at some point, you got to be like,
how much do you say you lose money?
Yeah.
Because they know this is an inflated price. It's an inflated price.
100%.
And the true price of it is somewhere around $22 a share. So do you pay $10 more than it's worth? A third of the price more than it's really worth?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I just does that make business sense?
Yeah. I mean, because for them it's a business thing, but for Paramount, it's a family thing. You're like, hey, we're short some money, and Daddy is like, here you go.
Yeah, money is no issue.
A couple billion.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we'll just steal some more people's data and sell it, and then here you go. You can buy Warner Brothers. Oh man, Netflix stated they would still do exclusive, even still now after losing Warner Brothers, because I know they said with the Warner Brothers they were going to do the minimum 45 days.
45 days. It was not going to change anything.
Yeah, and that was minimum said depending on how successful the project is and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
But now, so Mama Bear, are you saying like, did they say they're still going to do the theatrical even without the Warner Brothers logo
yet? Because it's just been
Yeah, it's like
So
brand new,
soon.
man.
Yeah,
it's been like the oldest article I've seen has been 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours ago. That's probably the oldest article I've seen about this. So it's like fresh. It's fresh. Yeah. BBC stands
booty cheeks.
Oh man, it is much. Yeah, guys think Ellison will sell off Warner Bros. Properties if he don't want it. No, he's gonna.
No. Yeah,
that's the whole point.
It's not about money to them. It's not a business deal. This is about them doing what they want to do, and tell you getting their narrative out to everybody else. Exactly. I'm sorry, B.
No. I was just saying exactly in agreement. That's all. Go ahead.
No, I this is about them getting all their narrative out to as many people as possible, to get people on their side, to do what they want, push this narrative that is going to hurt us. It's really going to limit, the ideas and the art of movies. And I think this deal probably does worse to movie theaters than Netflix was going to do. And I think we're going to all look back at this and say, wow, they really put terrible ish out there, and now this is done.
Yeah. I missed.
That's absolutely right.
So I don't see how it's irrelevant. Wait, somebody say it's not relevant.
What was it? What?
Oh no! I think said it's I think talking to Sheed. Yeah, it's not the whole movie thing. Yeah. Well, they said that was the plan. Yeah, that was the plan. Which again, I kind of knew that's what was going to happen, because like you don't lose out on that, and you get to keep the Warner Bros. You keep Warner Bros. In theaters, keep Netflix where it's at, and you're able to kind of play both sides a little bit, But now it's like, but maybe do they actually mess with it? Because they're like, you know what, we are going to dip our toe in that, and see what happens, I doubt it. I doubt it, but you never know.
Collector asks, do you think Night of the Seven Kingdoms or Game of Thrones get affected? No. Stories about England,
straight white guys,
and all these white people. I don't think that's going to be a problem for Paramount. I don't think that's going to be an issue.
But also, Seven Kingdoms. We'll see where it goes. At least the next season will be safe. House of Dragons probably safe, because by the time it's end, they'll probably just be taken over at that point. But going forward, the spin-offs and stuff, maybe, who knows? But who knows?
Harry Potter might be in trouble.
Harry Potter might be in real trouble.
A lot of minority people around, when you have that in these storylines, these things might be in trouble.
Yeah, and what's her name? I heard is not that involved in the show. I could be wrong, because I kind of heard back and forth, but I heard more people saying she's really not involved in the show. J.K. Rowling. I was going to say KK. Yeah. But who knows? Like, they might just be like, done. Everyone go home. We're good. And then, have J.K. come back and like, hey, here, you do it the way you want to do it, and see how that goes. But yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting.
It's
other than narrative. Okay, yeah. It's going to destroy. Yeah.
I don't think Netflix was going to do, and this is why I kept on saying, tell everybody, Netflix really needs to be.
Should respond.
You need to be thinking about Netflix. Netflix was a good thing overall versus what you would have got with Skydance, and now we're going to see it. We're going to see it. It's going to be problematic. Everyone's going to be really pissed off, and I mean, this is America, man. This is some bull. Man, we really need to leave.
Like, Harry Potter is a boy that was supposed to die.
Oh my god!
No, I was thinking Voldemort, not Dumbledore. God forbid Dumbledore, man. No, he's 100% Voldemort.
He was never homosexual. What are y'all talking about? Fake news. Fake news. Like,
I was always straight. Oh man, what's up, Dre Mac?
What up, Dre?
What's going on, man? I saw he was over on Chill's channel. I know they were talking about the whole Ernie thing,
bro. Oh my goodness.
So I know. I think you were.
That video that he did
it
was yesterday. The 12 was it yesterday? Like 8 or something like that. Was it? Wasn't that? Or was it Wednesday 8? No, it was yesterday 8. And yeah, that dude, you're really good. I'm just gonna say you're really entertaining. You're really good, and I love the fact that you kept all those facts. Like you brought back receipts, and that's awesome. That's so good.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't want to get too deep into it, but I do kind of want to know what Dre Mac thinks about Jonathan Majors doing a movie with Ben Shapiro over there. I forgot what that network is. What it's called? That network. I sent it to you guys too.
Yeah, I just remember Ben Shapiro.
Turning Point, not Turning Point. But Ben Shapiro's like group.
Yeah. And
Daily Wire.
Daily Wire. That was it. Yeah, Daily Wire.
I'm like, bro. Come on. I mean, I guess Icon's out the window at this point with DC.
Yeah, exactly.
That ain't never happening. Yeah, with the Daily Wire. There you go.
So I was surprised to hear that at all. And I don't understand, man.
I mean, I'm not mad at it when no one else is calling and somebody gives you a call. Something. You're like, fuck, but
like he's being blacklisted. I mean,
100% is being blacklisted.
And what do you do? I mean, but as you guys said, this is what happens at the end of your career. Like when we have nowhere else to go. That's where you do these things, and that's weird.
Yeah. Like you go to the racist ass company for a job.
But I think I can see him still holding strong to like this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. But gotta work, man.
Yeah, that's all. Hashtag say my name. 100%, man. I love the video. We were talking about it last week. The video that Back of the Bus had. Well, it was mostly Marcus.
Man.
He was
Marcus
the only one talking.
Going in. I was watching it.
At the very end, he goes, I'm Team Dre Mac. I was like, there you go. Hashtag Team Dre Mac. That's all this shit, man. And then speaking of, we're gonna be talking about comics in a little bit later.
As you said, we got this Worlds Collide homage is phenomenal. But of course, I have all 4 of them. So,
is there another one? Is there one with just Rocket?
So I got all of the ones that they had.
Yeah.
And so I told you, so I got them at my comic book store, right? And I pre-ordered them, right? With the big time collectible. Unfortunately, I'm still waiting. We're waiting until
keep waiting.
March 9th, I think is the time it's going to come.
Yeah. But let me play a little thank you video for that. Yeah, I got one.
We ain't found shit.
Trying to find the money to pay for Warner Brothers. Like, what? You find extra money in there? Oh shit.
Well, yeah, but yeah, Team Dre Mac, man, for sure.
100%.
We
should get t-shirt. We doing Team Dre Mac. We got you.
do the the Drake? Like have comic explain and Blurred Without Fear, but then Dre Mac, like that's what I'm talking. There we go. We can make that a meme. Don't like it? Trump voice.
Don't like it.
Oh man. So congrats to him, but damn, it was it wasn't Tyler Perry wig available.
Like, but which one will be worse? Honestly, at that point, if you can control the net, what you're going to say, what character you're going to do, and then, or you got to put a dress on. Because that's always that idea of Black Hollywood. That what you have to do is you have to put a dress on to get back in people's good graces. And I don't think he'll ever do that.
No. But it's we'll see what happens with that. I
don't know. We'll see what the content comes out to be and go from there.
Yeah. But Ryan should go to Paramount and tackle us. You might kill him, man.
Hey, bruh. You ever seen what's his name? Tate, the office linebacker.
The office linebacker. I like it. Brian, the office linebacker. Boom.
Woo! Your reports are late.
I'll wear that to piss off mutual ops. Oh man, yeah. Wear a dress. I mean, because like you wear a dress or you go work with the people that
the worst
that are very much racist and other stuff like that. I mean, they claim they're not, but
we see the content that we're going to see how Warner Brothers goes. I mean, we're those type of people. Those type of people are awful. So exactly, Team Dre Mac. Exactly, guys.
I said Tyler Perry don't make other men put on dresses. Only
he's the only one does that. You're not wrong.
I still
got the rest of Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm 2.5 hours in on the FD Signifier video. It's a 4-hour video, but it's pretty good, man. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting one because he kind of goes in on Tyler Perry, but then also he kind of like it's hard not to appreciate all the shit he did or has done, and then
he made his $1 billion studio and then build a studio on historical plantation.
Yeah.
I
didn't know that he has the biggest studio in the world. I didn't know he had the biggest. Like he has, like it's just mad. I was like, damn.
I've been on there before.
Oh yeah.
4 years ago, my father-in-law does a lot of shows, comedy shows. He does a lot of old school R&B shows and stuff like that. So we went to Tyler Perry Studios because we were talking about shooting a TV show. And literally for Black content, he literally gives a huge discount, but you gotta be willing to put that in a 10 episode thing, whatever. But he really does do that. He helps out the smaller people. He does those things. So
yeah. I mean, not even the smaller people. Because was it because the whole video, like part of the video was talking about if anybody hasn't watched it, go to FD Signifier. It's a 4-hour video with him and Tyler Perry.
You ain't gotta watch all 4 hours, but
no. I've been watching it in like 30-minute increments. And he knows that too. He even said like that's what people are gonna do. But Spike Lee, because I guess Spike Lee talked a lot of shit about Tyler Perry, but then Tyler Perry owns the biggest studio and does all this stuff, and now he praises Tyler Perry. So,
I mean, you built an empire, and you don't have to agree with everything because there's gonna be people that you just don't agree with all the time. That's true.
Yeah, he gives people jobs. He gives a lot of people jobs.
Yeah, and he gives people opportunities.
Yeah, he has his own private runway. He's so freaking rich and got so much like land and property and everything. Like when the who is it? The Prince of England, I forgot his name, the one that married Meghan Markle. Yeah. I forgot. It's the redhead one. Yeah. When they got kicked out of the royal family and they're like, we don't know where to go. He's like, I got this little house, which it's a mansion. He goes, you can stay there for a while.
Is that Harry?
I forgot which one.
Is that Harry, Prince Harry?
It's the redhead one. And then is it the redhead one? Yeah, it's the redhead one. And then Meghan Markle. Wow. Yeah. Yep.
I agree with that. Where is Black Hollywood? Where are they? Why aren't you stepping up and helping this man? And that is an issue. And what the hell's going on? What's up, Derpy? Why aren't you coming in to provide him? Because obviously he has to feed himself, right? He has to feed his family. He has to do those things. But why aren't you coming in to help?
Yeah,
see, I think
because he's also black. I don't say blackballed. I was thinking of a better word than black, but he's pretty much blackballed from all of Hollywood. Like no one really wants to mess with him. Look at what a lot of like
owns Hollywood, and they're afraid that there's going to be a backlash
100%
on them. It's like, so no one wants to step up and try to do something for him, and it's just.
Oh yeah, I saw it made me laugh. It's kind of the brain. You need to go visit the White House and do a Bane.
And throw him into a hole and see if you can jump out.
Yeah.
See if you're gonna heal your back.
Oh man, just walking up. Oh man,
No, I do think that I just want Majors to have more, Jonathan Majors to have more opportunities, and I'm surprised that more opportunities didn't come his way.
Freaking Ben Shapiro, a movie produced by Ben Shapiro. I'm Jesus.
What up, Bobby?
This is a fall from grace that needs to be studied. It sucks, man. It sucks. I was really hoping, but it's been 2 years ish,
roughly about 2.
Because Magazine Dreams was like the last thing, but that got pushed back so much because of the whole trial.
That was supposed to be delayed. That was supposed to be put out a long time ago. So even by the time they released it, it was already a long time since then. So
yeah. John Boyega, that's another guy who didn't do anything bad, but
he spoke the truth, and that's why people don't want to speak the truth, and that's why people always try to just deal with it. And this is what goes back to our show on when we said on Tuesday when we said, you're afraid to even say anything. You as a black person, you're the ones that have to always keep a level head. You're always expected to be able to keep to always say the right things. They're talking about Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo having to apologize for not jumping to save.
What?
It's all over. It's all over Twitter. It's all over.
Really? Wait, who's saying that? Who's asking?
Because they say, "Oh, you should have understood that he has Tourette's, and you should apologize to them for not understanding it and taking his side." 100% is happening all over Twitter, all over all these things, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
The thing is like
that's what always happens to us. We are the ones that always have to apologize for being in the way.
Yeah, because like 2 bad things can happen at once. You know what I mean? Like him being misunderstood for his Tourette syndrome, but also like them not understanding what's going on and rightfully so getting mad. So it's like he can be like, oh man, and then these guys can also be like, oh man. We can have both sides be wronged. But then again, it becomes BAFTA and BBC. The people who are in charge of the entire thing need to step up and make it right, and they're just kind of like, oh, we're good.
No, I still think it's a person versus an entire group of people, and everyone wants to equate that.
Yeah,
and that's problematic.
I did not know that. Oof. That's crazy. Dre said I went to New York to talk to him and his lawyer, and that's 2024. So what's the deal now?
Dude, this is a long time.
Wow.
It's a long time for him not to be able to, to not be working.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, ask him to apologize. This is real. You guys don't believe me? Go look on your own. Go to twitter.com and X and look at what they're saying.
That's wild.
You should apologize. What? And it's almost like you have to apologize for being black.
Mm-hmm.
How dare I be offended?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So Tyler Perry can't open his door for other folks, but can't for Majors. We don't know. That's the other thing is you don't know what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know, but I'm sure Jonathan Majors will let you know. And I also think that he wouldn't turn down work right now. So.
Yeah. Oh man, I think if spiking with you, the problem might be you. But that was it for a while, and they kind of went. They had a back and forth, and now Spike praises Tyler Perry, praise him. So
you could praise someone for also being a black mogul and providing opportunities, but still not liking.
I think that's what he said. He's like, I don't like some of the stuff. He's
the content of what you're putting forward and stuff.
Oh, but, So we'll see. He did apologize directly to. Oh, did he? Okay, because the last I saw, I haven't really been following it since we talked about it on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the last I saw, it was that kind of explanation.
He reached out.
Yeah, no, but he reached out to them individually and talked to them directly. But my point is still this. Everyone who is black in the world that saw that also You should apologize to them. It should be a public apology for everyone who had to deal with it. To me,
Yeah,
you know,
and,
you take offense to it, right? Yeah.
And I get that it was involuntary, that it was Tourette's, but that still doesn't negate the impact of the word.
Yeah, exactly.
The fact that they were expected to just take it on the chin while on stage, making a presentation and at the same time celebrating their movie. And the BBC just for airing it, they're the, as far as I'm concerned, they're like the biggest culprit for airing it.
100%. And once again, and BAFTA for putting them right by a live mic.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, we talked about it with Anzo. That whole live video is still up.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check that out.
I enjoyed that.
We got a lot of views, so that was pretty good. But yeah, so she's saying he's not talking about Tyler Perry, he's talking about Spike Lee not giving Jonathan Majors a job. That's kind of interesting.
But Spike Lee hasn't made a lot of stuff recently.
Yeah,
right?
he doesn't make like movies all the time.
Not as much as he used to. He used to put a lot of content out there, a lot of movies out there. He hasn't been doing that right now recently.
Yeah. Well, what was the last thing he did? With Denzel, right?
The Denzel, yeah.
The higher
whatever, higher, lower, whatever.
Yeah. And that didn't do well.
No.
So, but yeah. They said, I can speak for myself. Jonathan is a good dude who just wants to work. He don't care where it comes from, whether we like it or not. I mean, I don't blame him for taking a job in a time when you need to take a job and you need money and stuff like that. But man, I just hope it works out for him, because his, recently, or not recently, but every time it's never been good. You
get more, so even more people not wanting to be in your corner because of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that'd be interesting. I'm still rooting for him for sure. Yeah. Yeah. No reason he can't do the same. Yeah. All right. And general apology needs to become BBC.
Yeah.
And their half-ass statement was not an apology.
That's why I say BBC and BAFTA is the problem. They're the real villains in this whole story.
Big time. And nothing more. Was that T Jonathan just blacklisted right now? Don't put the narrative out there. Jonathan is a solid guy. Yeah, he's good. I'm not mad at him. And I'm because I'm sure if Spike Lee or Tyler Perry were like, "Hey, you want to be in this movie?" Like, who wouldn't jump at that opportunity? You know what I mean? Like, especially somebody in the position of Jonathan Majors is like hell yeah, I'll be in it. But Ben Shapiro called. And not a lot of people are calling. So,
but bills are still due.
Exactly.
You still have to work.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to sit here and condemn anyone knowing you have to work.
Yeah. Oh no, just because Spike Lee made like a not great movie doesn't mean he's not an amazing director.
Oh, 100%.
Exactly.
No. Yeah. No, like 100%. He's a dude makes amazing movies.
And he's one of the GOATs, I think, especially as independent in his own films, and he provides the money for it. I'll never speak poorly of Spike Lee, unless we're talking about the New York Knicks. That's it.
Even then.
I was like, I can deal with it.
I don't know if I can wave the Bulls flag right now.
Oh, I was at that game embarrassed.
Yeah, walking out off. What's up, Anika? Sorry, Anika.
So, Jones, what's up, man? It's a rap. One of the brothers will go to the shits and how with Ellison on it. Yeah, I agree. I think this is really pop back from Warner Brothers. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna suck. What's up, Kyle? Are we gonna do the brand? Probably, if we got time, we'll do it. But because we forgot that Mortal Kombat trailer came out today, so we're gonna check that one out. because I think that would get more people watching it. Because I love Brandon Fraser, but I'm kind of over World War II movies.
100%. And
if we don't get another World War II movie for the rest of my life, I'll be good.
Yo, those are things I don't necessarily need World War II movies. I don't need slavery movies. I don't need anything about negative. I hate Germany. I don't want to deal with that anymore. I don't want to revisit those things. I just don't need it. Yeah.
They said that come out with which one was for me? I missed it. I'm sorry, but there's more money ways to make. Oh no, no. Talking about like not, no, I ain't bashing them for it. It's just it's never a good sign, you know. But yeah, I can't be mad at somebody trying to make money, you know, and especially in a time when it's hard to make money in your profession because of the bullshit that's happened, you know. So yeah, it's just, you know.
Never nuclear on the same from insane.
That is true.
You thought about that? Wow, that is nuts, Tony.
That is interesting. Damn. So they just own our childhood. Thanks. Thanks. I need to watch the MK. Yeah, we're gonna watch it when Brandman comes back. We'll
you know, we're never gonna see Doug. We're never gonna see anyone that has a black kid. You know, hey Arnold. We're not gonna see.
You can get away with Doug, right? Because Skeeter is technically purple.
He's green, whatever.
He's green or whatever color.
Patty Mayonnaise is orange, technically. So
yeah, it's a way to get around it. Oh man, I don't know how one person can own two major studios and not be. Yeah. He thinks he owns TikTok now. It's crazy. Oh yeah. So Skydance was his original thing that he made, right? Like his dad gave him a bunch of money, and then he created Skydance. But yeah, now Paramount, the TikTok thing, and then now with Warner Brothers and Discovery, because they're buying all of it.
All of it.
They're not splitting it like how Netflix was going to split it. They're buying all of it. So you're talking about all those Discovery channels, which are a lot, and all those Warner Brother channels. So that is like half of your cable channels.
Hey, what I'm going to tell you is that all those shows that take you talking about history. This is going to change.
Oh, you know,
this is going to change. It's going to be like you're learning from schools in Florida. So God, this is about to be so bad.
Oh man. Yeah. I remember the name. I don't know if I'm PragerU. PragerU is the one that was teaching that like slaves were learning skills. Yeah. Like that was one of the things. And they do it in cute like animation for kids and shit, which is even more disturbing. But indoctrination though.
Dude, bro.
But let's play this like shitty racist thing in the cartoon.
Oh my God. What happened to we used to have Schoolhouse Rock and I'm Just a Bill, and then we had some troops to out there before, and now we got this bull crap.
Yeah. I want to see somebody do the I'm Just a Bill, but like in nowadays thing, you know, it's like I'm just a bill, and then like 15 like Ice Ages come and just like stomp on it.
I'm surprised no one has yet.
I know, right?
I'm just a bill, and then Trump comes up and then burns it. And,
yeah.
But you're not even part of this process.
Oh man, I'm sure somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's up, T? T said after watching Scream 7, Warner Brothers is greatest ever. Paramount. Scream 7 should have never happened. It should have never happened after they fired everyone. But also, no, that's not Warner Brothers. Isn't that that's Spyglass?
No, it's Paramount Spyglass. Paramount and Spyglass took over, I believe.
It's
after the whole debacle. I agree, man. After the whole debacle with Melissa Barrera, Jenna Ortega, and then the guy who was going to write and direct it, Christopher Landon, you know, they should have just called it quits. It just seems like a big walk back. That's why I'm not really enthused to see it.
Yeah, so Warner Brothers owns Spyglass. Well, it says that not own Spyglass Media Group outright, but rather holds a minority equity stake. Okay. Yeah, because I know the whole spyglass thing. Because after that, like Brandman said, like I ain't watching it. I'm good.
Not going to support things like that. You know,
No,
if you can help it, don't support it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm good on Scream 7.
And I heard it sucked. I don't want to say I read the ending, and part of me was like, "There's no way that's the ending," because that sounds like the dumbest fucking thing I read. And I'm like,
see, I haven't even read anything about the ending.
Well, because people are like, "F it," "F this," movie. Here's the ending. Don't waste your time, And I read, I'm like, really? That's how. That's what they're gonna do. It was terrible. Okay,
it was terrible.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Good. The only reason I consider sticking my head into Scream 7 is for the Scary Movie 6 trailer, but even that I'll just wait because it'll probably be online next week.
Yeah, give it a week. Yeah. Damn, Scream 7 was that bad. That's what I heard. It also has like the lowest Rotten Tomatoes score and just critic score in general of all
the Scream movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be trash. Everything about it's reactionary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have Anzo watch it and then see if he likes it. Because watching me, it was entertaining. It's like, man, you know what? I knew it.
Oh man, Scary Movie trailer was incredible. All right.
I'm here for the return of the spoof. I'm here for the return of this of parody comedy.
Yeah. But I called this out for a ago.
I rewatched Naked Gun this morning, and it still absolutely cracked me up.
I still haven't finished watching it.
It's good. One enough for me. They said Paramount's been working with Warner Brothers for the past 20 years, so I'm worried if they don't do anything different. I mean, it's kind of hard to say when Paramount just got bought out by somebody. They got finalized last year, was it?
Yep.
Is it even finalized?
It's only been. It is finalized. I think it is finalized. It was finalized last year, I believe.
Yeah. When is it? August 7th, 2025.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I thought it was some. I thought I would say third quarter, but is that third quarter? I don't know. August would kind of.
Yeah, third quarter. Yeah. But yeah, now they're owned by it's all one company. It's gonna be exactly the same shit. It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be so bad. All right,
let's watch some trailers too.
I'm watching Scream 7 on Tuesday, but $5. This is $5. I'm buying Naked Gun tomorrow.
Spend a whole lot of money.
Nice. Yeah, if Naked Gun's your thing, man, then it's definitely good. Report back, Collector. I'm kind of curious to know what you think about Scream 7.
Ellison will erase all the POC Looney Tune characters.
Who would be considered a POC Looney Tune character? Because like Pepe Le Pew is kind of easy because that's French. Speedy's easy because that's
Speedy 100%.
Yeah. Oh no, they will 100% use that. Like Speedy can only use a race against ice. Yeah, they could definitely do some of that. But but I was thinking more like who would be considered like a black Looney Tune character?
That's a great question. Because I'm sitting here just kind of combing through all the characters, thinking.
I mean, you can go back to the 30s and find some racist ass shit,
right?
No, like super racist shit. But like Speedy's easy because that's obviously Mexican. Pepe, obviously French. But besides those, instead of Tasmanian Devils,
sure.
is where's Tasmania from? Tasmania,
Australia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pepe definitely making a comeback. Grabbing them all by the. That's gonna be Pepe's new catchphrase. He's gonna be black and orange instead of.
Elmer Fudd is gonna have Donald Trump's face on him.
I mean, he kind of already does. Dogs, man, they kicked him out. He literally just got booted out. He said that, and they're like, "We're done." The Bugs is black. I heard people saying that. I heard saying that a lot.
You saw I said Elmer Fudd's gonna have Donald Trump's face on it, and all of a sudden they kicked me out. I was like, really? Oh,
yeah. I watched the whole video about race cartoons, and man, they're bad. They're bad.
Oh, 100%. I mean, how many things that I'm not even gonna go. Even some Disney stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah. Daffy and Sylvester. Yeah. Oh, she said I enjoyed the last Scream movie. Scream 7? The one that just came out.
7 or 6,
Yeah, 7 just came out today, I believe, right?
Yeah.
6 was all right. I didn't hate 6.
I liked 6. I kind of rocked with 6. Yeah, I like 6. Ghostface Takes Manhattan. That's what I call it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It's Elmer Fudd movie in suits.
Yeah, I like the 6th one. Actually, really liked the last 2. I was hoping they were gonna see. I was hoping they'd. I liked that torch passing they did. I was hoping they tie it all up with this one.
You said no.
I mean,
okay, yeah. So he's saying 6.
And I will say, Bugs might be black. I mean, you did see him play in Space Jam. You saw, he had handles. You saw he was dunking on people. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out.
Then he got Michael Jordan and Michael B. Jordan, right? Because they didn't get Michael B. Jordan in the last one with LeBron.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yakko Wacko and Dot are rich and biracial.
I'm looking at it. It says Speedy Gonzalez. They got Slowpoke Rodriguez, Speedy's cousin.
Yeah, he's the one that like talks all slow. He's kind of taller and like kind of mopey. That's right.
Blackjack Shellac, the French Canadian villain bank robber. Oh, he's gonna be black now, definitely. Blackjack Shellac.
Yeah.
Oh,
they got some. So I know you guys have access to my Plex, and I was downloading not downloading, but I was go to the library and get stuff. And I have a lot of Looney Tunes stuff, right? And it separates it by year. And then I decided to go back and watch it, and I'm like, man, I was like,
you're like, why don't they show more Looney Tunes on TV? Oh
man, those old ones from like 1938, 1939, 40.
You said that there's some real
man. I was like, that's great. That's great. Yeah. Here for Cross Paradise talk. Yeah. Let's do this.
Let's do this trailer, and then we get to Cross. I love this episode. Paradise. Just wait and see what I say about that.
Oh man. World War II old Looney Tunes, something special. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Or no, I think it was Disney though, with Donald being a Nazi. Poor Donald being Nazi. All right. Oh, you gotta bring up the trailer again. When you got kicked out.
Yeah.
Took it with you.
Because I can't talk bad about Trump, obviously, because he's actually controlling our streams too, huh?
Yeah, man. Google and YouTube is next on the list.
Oh my God.
Google's next on the list.
Oh my goodness. All right.
What's that? Had to close the fridge. My cat open. Your cat opens the fridge. Now you gotta teach you to grab stuff out of the fridge for you. Like the dogs. Like, hey, go give me a beer. Go give me a Pepsi or a Coke. You can't crawl out the fridge. Get this ready real quick. All right. Let's watch this. Let's watch this trailer. All right, what is up? Welcome, Spoiler Kings. We have another trailer reaction for you guys tonight. This one is the new Mortal Kombat 2 trailer. Just dropped, I believe, today. So super fresh. I haven't seen it. Was it yesterday? Okay.
I think it was yesterday.
Wow. Yeah. I'm back at work, so all my days are mixed up right now.
Yeah. That's what I kind of figured.
But it's all good though. But I haven't seen it yet, so I heard some good things about it in chat. So
this one has to be good.
It better be good, making us wait this damn long. So, but let's go. Let's check this one out. Did it freeze for you guys?
You want to know what makes a hero? It's not destiny. It's not something you're born with. It's searching for greatness.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen for Mortal Kombat.
Then realizing you've had it in you this entire time.
Whoa! I really don't feel comfortable hitting a girl.
Don't worry. You won't.
Yo! Send me back. I want to go back.
The rules of the tournament are simple. Our fates would not be settled by the size of our armies. They would be decided by combat.
Wow.
I'm not some great warrior. I'm not some champion.
This is a war for the fate of your world.
Finish him! Me.
Okay, no come
belongs to me.
We do not kneel!
Our only chance is to face this together.
Let's go, baby.
You, Johnny Cage, are a part of this now. It's showtime.
Get over here!
Johnny will definitely die.
Okay.
Hmm.
What do you guys think?
Definitely looks bigger than the first one in terms of scope. Definitely seems like there's more going on. I'm hoping we actually get the tournament itself. Kind of looks like they're doing a little bit like they're pulling from different, kind of Mortal Kombat iterations, which is always a good thing to do. Did not see Cole Young in this trailer. Awesome.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Does he die? Do they kill him? Do you think?
Off screen. Let's do it.
Yeah, just say fell down some stairs or something. Yeah, looks like they kind of stepped it up with the fight choreography. The way that it's shot, just like the color grading looks a lot better than the first one. The first one really it was fine to look at, but it looks like they're doing more with this one. Jade being bald, that's a choice.
It is a choice.
Yeah, I think Tati Gabrielle, or however you say her name, just doesn't like having hair in her movies, or just likes to cut her hair very short.
Nothing.
I'm still trying to. It looks entertaining. I'm trying to kind of. I still haven't. I still don't know how I feel about Carl Urban as Johnny Cage, and that's someone who that comes from someone who loves Carl Urban. I think he's versatile, but he always, I don't know. He just comes like a little too comes off a little too grizzled for Johnny, who's who's traditionally a pretty boy.
He seems like he's an older version.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
and
it has been.
Has been. Yeah.
Yeah, and if memory serves me correctly, they kind of did something. I want to say it was MK11 where Johnny was older and past his prime. And anyone in the comment section can stop me if I'm wrong with that. I think, if memory serves me correctly, so maybe they're pulling from that. But I don't get like pretty boy vibes from Carl Urban. But I've been wrong in the past. So, I've never seen anything that I disliked him in. So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I saw this real quick. Coach shows up at the end and says, "Come with me, you want to live." I was like,
Oh my God.
"Nah, I'm good."
No,
I was like, "Nah, I'm good."
and shoot a fireball at him and burn him up.
And it's too bad because I hate talking about
I love the guy. He's awesome.
And yeah, I really like Louis Tan. I really
Yeah.
like him. He deserved better. He deserved a
He's
better
the
role.
worst character that has ever been created. There's no reason to even use it because we could have used any of the other characters. If you needed someone else to be a proxy, you could have used Sonya, like we talked about in the past. there was no reason to make this other guy make him up. And
Yeah,
have the worst power set ever, and have him
Literal
standing
plot
next to
armor.
Liu Kang, and we're like, why are we even
'cause,
dealing with you, bro?
We could the thing that I love about Mortal Kombat is there's such a wealth of characters, and like we've said this in the past. If they needed an audience surrogate character whose journey we had to follow, we could have focused on Sonya. She was the one who had to earn her right to participate in the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sonya was right there. I liked the actress they cast. She was pretty well cast and pretty well acted. They could have ran with her. And it's a character that already exists. We didn't need this we didn't need this NPC character in Cole Young.
Yeah.
Which,
I think they figured that out and decided let's not deal with him in the second one.
Yeah, maybe they're learning from their mistakes. This kind of looks like it. And honestly, I didn't really mind the first one.
The first one was booty cheeks. No, don't even give it. It was booty cheeks. It was terrible. No.
I'm like I could put it on while I'm doing stuff.
You have a terrible first character. You can't be a good. You can't call it a good movie.
Friggin' Cole Young.
It was okay until they gave him the plot armor. And then when they gave him the
entire
plot
time
armor,
he was there,
because the whole time he was there, you're kind of like, all right, it didn't really bother me. It's just like you're kind of just there in the way. But then when they made him like a plot armor hero, it was like, okay.
And he's the one who
stretching.
and he's the one who manages to take out Goro, which I
of all people, I was like, bro, really?
The champion of champions.
Yeah,
you can't do nothing. You can't beat nobody. You gotta get better, man. You gotta show something, and then he's the one that takes out whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I would watch the first Mortal Kombat over that iteration. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the first one still holds. The 1995 one absolutely still holds up, for sure.
I'm gonna say this. No matter what, this is a fine trailer. I still don't see them making any damn money.
No.
This decision is they're gonna shoot themselves in the foot, and they had a good month to themselves in
they had
in October.
2-3 months to themselves because nothing came out.
Yeah, I'm still resentful over that too.
So I look at this trailer and all I keep on thinking is this could have been a very fun movie in September or October. This would have been a great time. And I'm looking at May now, and more people are going to see Devil Wears Prada 2. More people are going to see Mando and Grogu, and people are going to forget this even exists. Don't be surprised if you look at the box office numbers and we're seeing a $300 million movie make $120 million. Don't be surprised.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to learn. Warner Brothers is going to learn, aren't they?
They already learned. Yeah. It's such a stupid. But I mean, it is what it is. They thought they have something good, and they put it in between, a Star Wars movies and a sequel that people
have been dying for. We're talking about
really want to see. Yeah.
2 movies that could be $1 billion type of movies. They might not hit the billion, but they're those type of movies. You don't want to be that guy. Don't want to be that guy. Guy. Don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So but I mean, it looks good. It looks good. It looks fun. It looks like a lot of action. But it's probably not gonna make any money just because they were stupid.
So, and literally, you're the only reason. You're like, hey, there's not going to be an Avengers movie in May. Let's move to May. Oh, wait a minute. Look at all these other heavy hitters. Maybe I shouldn't have moved.
You know, and it's gonna come out. You know, Mario Galaxy is probably still going to be going strong. That might be enough to just wipe it out of existence.
Michael might still be going. Good.
Michael, I was going to say Michael. That's
yeah.
2 weeks after Michael.
Yeah. So you got Michael and then Devil Wears Prada coming in, and then 2 weeks later you have the Mando and Grogu. This is problematic, guys. I don't know.
Well, you know, they can. Warner Brothers and New Line made a conscious decision, so let them have the day they voted for.
But I will say this: the budget for this movie is under $70 million. So if it makes, let's say it makes $140 million. I mean, we didn't have a lot of marketing for it. Does that turns a profit?
This is the second trailer, I think. Right?
Second trailer. Yep.
Yeah. So
it hasn't been everywhere.
Yeah. So maybe all they need is 200, and then they consider it a win.
Then it's a huge win, and then then it doesn't matter. So now it's worth it doing it, you know. And it looks like it's gonna be a good movie too.
Yeah, it's fun. At the absolute least, it looks like it's going to be entertaining. You know, and it's cool that you know, this one, because I think the sequel or the first one was only on streaming, right? Because it came out in the midst of COVID.
Maybe I don't remember. I remember watching it at home.
Max.
Yeah. Here's it interesting. Said, oh yeah, New York Comic Con, they announced they're making number 3. I mean, if it's that low of a budget, it makes sense.
Yeah. If you $68 million and you're able to make the whole movie.
This one looks better than the first, just by the trailer. So that's a win.
I wonder if they're going to dawdle in between the releases. It was, you know, it was 5 years between the first and second one. They filmed this thing over 2.5 years ago.
It was a day and day release.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, this looks fun though. I mean, it looks a lot better than we're going for Street Fighter.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go see it, you know, that weekend. Yeah, I'm not gonna go see the Sheep Detectives. So, you know, and
you know he's gonna go see the Sheep Detectives, guys. He is.
I mean, actually, I do want to see the Sheep Detectives. I'm just not gonna pick it over Mortal Kombat. I mean, it does look like a cute movie, but and it's got Hugh Jackman in it. But I want to see Mortal Kombat. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
But
cool.
It.
Yeah, but hopefully it's good. We'll talk about it you know, in May when it drops. We'll see what it actually does, box office wise, critic wise, all that stuff. But make sure you guys, if you're watching on the replay, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this trailer. Did you like it? I know a lot of people in chat really like the trailer. It's a pretty good trailer. So let us know what you think about it. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Come and join us when we talk about this movie in May and any other trailers before that we might get. Who knows? Maybe the next trailer is all Cole. It's just a Cole trailer. just
him dying over and over again. Just like
decisions. Or they just kill him in the trailer.
They kill him in the trailer. Like you all of a sudden you see Scorpion, you see like you see people just killing him left and right. Like yeah. That'd be awesome.
Oh man, but who knows? Who knows when we get that? But yeah, make sure you guys come and join us and be part of the live chat. But we appreciate everyone in the chat right now. We want you guys to stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night. That would be funny. Because isn't he a descendant of Scorpion? Is that what Scorpion it was?
Yeah.
They mentioned that in the movie.
Yeah, right. So imagine Scorpion comes back and is like, no, you're not my blood. And he like kills him.
Get over here. And then
Yeah. Because that's what I thought what they were gonna do. I thought they were gonna do where Scorpion takes over Cole's body and he becomes Scorpion, because then that kind of works because he's a badass martial artist, like super badass, man. Like he's really good. And then you make him Scorpion, and then you don't have to have him really talk. And then like that whole, you know, not knowing what he is in the first one is like, oh, he's the descendant of Scorpion. He becomes Scorpion. That would have been cool. That would have been kind of cool.
Yeah, definitely.
But we got what we got. Kogi hit with that baby out. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. Oh man. Who's that? Said I can't hear them.
Oh, that's what Collector said. I don't know.
Okay. Oh.
She can.
Accidentally turn the volume down.
They're going to Taskmaster Cole.
100%. 100%. Love Carl Urban. He always brings it 100%. I love Carl Urban. He's a lot of fun.
I love him too. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
He's just older, right? That's what it is.
And it's not even
Later, Collector.
And in addition to him being older, it's just the persona. I think he just kind of has that kind of natural, kind of grizzled, kind of badass persona to him.
Yeah.
And I just can't really see that working for the character of Johnny. Like I said, like even in MK11 when he's older and past his prime, Johnny still comes off as like a vanity obsessed pretty boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's always been Johnny's thing. He's
time you see Carl Urban, you think of Billy Butcher.
But Billy Butcher.
Even like Dread.
Dread,
his Dread. Where he's very
Pitch Black or Chronicles of Riddick. Those are the kind of characters that he does. Like he's these dangerous, grizzled badasses. Like this is who he is.
Yeah. Or even he was in Thor. He was in Ragnarok.
Yeah. And like at the same time, just in an effort to be fair to him, he has shown pretty good comedic timing and delivery, in the Star Trek movies.
Star Trek.
Yeah. So he is very capable. I don't want to write him off because, like I said, I've been wrong I can admit I've been wrong in the past about certain things. So,
oh, that's good.
Maybe you'll surprise me.
Glenn Powell.
I've been saying that for a while. Glenn Powell would have been awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
That would have been good.
He's got that like cocky pretty boy persona.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give Carl Urban, Carl Urban has enough goodwill in my book to where I'll have an open mind about it. He'll probably crush it. I've never seen a performance from him that I disliked.
Yeah. That's the only like saving part is like, he doesn't look like Johnny, but it's Carl Urban. Exactly. So I'm
just let me Carl Urban.
It is it's a pretty interesting choice to make because it kind of seems like like Johnny's going to be the focus.
Mama Bear, you were right about Wonder Man, but understand they didn't have great streaming numbers either.
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't really watch.
I was surprised. I thought this.
I didn't even see him.
Much better streaming numbers, but but it's great. It still was good. So I mean, can't hate on it. You were right. It wasn't quality. It was quality.
Yeah, but can he do
karate?
I'm not shocked. Yeah. It's gonna do for a has-been Johnny. It'll work, but you can't treat him like he's the fresh new star. Yeah, I mean, I think they'll make it work, and he'll make it work. So I'm not too like upset about it. But it was when they did the initial announcement, I was like, really?
Yeah, I was like, huh? There's
okay. It's interesting.
Tons of other actors I could picture, but
a lot of people didn't come back. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm. That was something that they were talking about. So yeah.
After the Jimmy cancels. Don't what Mortal Kombat? It might be. Not sure. But all right. You want to do Cross first? Because Cross is just one episode.
Man, we do Cross.
We can do Cross first.
The boycott. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, the boycott. There you go. Oh man. Excuse me. I don't even know how I'm yawning, man. I slept like 12 hours yesterday.
Dude, I had an awesome sleep last night.
It wasn't good sleep, but
I'm talking. I was streaming it. I was streaming all night.
Mm-hmm. I slept like a log. It was friggin' glorious.
That's funny. All right. All right,
They lost 3 million subs, yeah. After that whole Jimmy debacle.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I canceled my Disney Plus. I mean, part of that, but also just trying to cut all the streaming stuff. But I was still able to watch it, but I guess that doesn't count towards the numbers.
Am I bad? I want to go back to cable.
Yeah,
No.
no, seriously. Rubbing in about sleep.
I will.
Yeah. Jimmy, people boycott it. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that now. All right. Let's talk some Cross, and then we'll get into what's the other show? Paradise. And then I want to talk about the DC stuff. For sure.
You know we're gonna talk about this.
Yeah.
This was a big read.
It's a big book. It's bigger than a normal issue.
Yeah.
They
had to set the scene. They had to let you know what's going on. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh man. All right. Let's talk Cross. All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. We are going to talk about the newest episode of Cross. It was episode 5. I can't remember what the name of the issue or episode was. But yeah, just they're going on with finding out who the light is. You know, we got all the drama from
you see where Rebecca and understanding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All the stuff that happened with Lincoln. They're the fallout of that stuff. It was crazy. But yeah. So it's just kind of now we're on the back end of the season. So now we're coming to episode 6, and then 7 is the penultimate, and 8's the finale. So now you're starting to get things going, to get ready for that finale. So yeah, this is definitely one of those episodes that was entertaining. Because you see where it's starting to set up, and you see some of the issues, and you get more backstory from people. What's Amos's character in this? I forgot his name. Donnie. Yeah. Oh,
West
man.
Chatham. So first, West Chatham is fire, and what they keep on doing is these villains. They're villainous. You kind of like them. You kind of agree with them.
You root for them.
Let's go kill Lance. Let's go kill him.
Yeah, I'm on her team. I'm like, yeah, let's go. F Lance. So you get a lot of that stuff. So we'll get into more details as we start talking about it. But we'll start with Brian. What you think about the episode?
It was a good episode. Especially after the last episode, I really wasn't feeling for that much. I didn't like what they did with it. This one had a lot more. Better storylines, better plot, more things that are going on. Bobby Trey is phenomenal. You see little details. Did you notice that when Cross and Kayla go back to Florida, they had one room? Yeah. So when Kayla comes out and she goes onto the patio she got to talk on the phone, she has wet hair, right? And then Cross comes out of the bathroom in his white beater with a towel. Check that out. Yep. So you notice little things like that. I think you see more of what's going on. I said when Luz, you really enjoy her, and you understand that her being the light, what the name is and all that stuff. And then once again with Donnie you understand why Donnie is the way he is. That story was so good. It was so good. It felt like it was a flashback, but it was just his words, and you could see it. Exactly what was going on. Him running through the window, breaking through the window, and tripping over the bodies because they're all sitting there at the door. It was just the way they set that up was just phenomenal. And then how Luz is her love, because that's what Cross said. He's like, you loved him. That's what happened with Lincoln. Link, you loved him, and she didn't deny it. And fell for someone that quick. That's problematic with her. But he also said that she's not really a sociopath. She's more of looking for revenge, but she's systematically doing things. She's trained for it. She planned it all out. And that's why she doesn't make as many mistakes. And but as she's being more emotionally manipulated. I don't know if manipulated is the right word, but that she's being drawn in more emotionally. She makes more mistakes and less planning, and they're trying to bring her back. So there's just a lot of details in this. I think this was really good. I do want more Samson. That's my only complaint.
Oh yeah, was he even in this episode?
Barely, because he talked about his mother and then talked about the body that's been going over. If the body was dragged over, why didn't the blood
that's
get gone? Why is it one here and here? There's obviously another person that was there.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. What about you, Brandman? What you think about the episode?
First and foremost, Bobby Trey spinoff show. I need it. Give me that.
I saw that. Yeah.
Crazy time. I didn't see that. I definitely thought this episode was a step up from the last. I really liked the character interactions, especially between Cross and Luz. I thought that was a really good kind of dynamic. I think, really, if I'm being honest, all the back and forth, a lot of the kind of character moments, the conversations between characters is probably my favorite thing about this show. And I think a lot of that kind of is due in a big part to the casting, like I've said in the past. They picked the right people. I think the way that it bounces around from interaction to interaction to interaction is really well paced and really well handled. That's what I like the most about the show. And I just like watching Cross as a character. I like how capable he is. It makes me want to do my research by reading the books.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's like a Reacher scenario. I'd watch as many seasons as they decide to make.
Yeah.
It's and a show like this really could have fallen flat because the mold that it's cut from, there are quite a few shows kind of similar, but I just think that the execution is really good. So much so to the point that it feels fresh in comparison to some of in comparison to similar shows. And like you said, Brian, I Samson might be my favorite character, or at least like right up there alongside Cross and Bobby Trey. So I kind of missed him this episode.
Yeah.
I like Isaiah Mustafa and Aldous Hodge's dynamic. They're back and forth. But yeah, I'm very interested in seeing where they go with the antagonist of this season. Because she's definitely a lot more faceted than the last one.
Yeah.
Which makes for an interesting watch.
Because season 1, he was just very bad guy, psychopath bad guy.
Dastardly.
Yeah. This one is like Brian said, you're rooting for her. You're like, yeah, kill these guys. I'm not mad at it, which brought up to like one of the issues I thought might have been an issue when the season first started was how are they going to put her with her wanting revenge for something really bad and him wanting justice for something really bad. Like they both are on the same side of like we need to save the kids, protect the kids, make sure it doesn't happen. Like this guy is the bad guy. They just have two ideas of what should happen to him. So I was like, how are they going to work that out kind of thing, and I think they're doing a pretty good job at it, where she has to stay focused on they all need to die and he needs to stay focused on they all need to be brought to justice,
She has her aunt who I think is problematic.
Oh, 100%.
Her aunt is a problem, guys, and we have to get to that later. Can I ask you guys a real quick question about the show? When Luz and Alex are there, and Alex is talking to her, and he turns off his microphone. He's talking to her. And he's trying to engage with her. Did you think he actually got through to her?
I kind of felt like he might have. I think she does. I don't think she's so far gone to the point where she won't at least kind of consider things like that. And just kind of with the way that she was reacting, that sort of thing.
Ooh.
So I was like, it's possible.
She played him 100%. I've been played like that every day. So it's like it reminded me. The conversation reminded me of my daughters talking to me, and I'm like, I got through to them. I did it, and my wife is like, silly man, you really don't know. Did they cry? Did they cry? You see real tears? Oh man, that was a wonderful performance, and that's what you got. It was a performance. That's 100% what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, once again, men, we think, oh yeah, we did this. We're engaging with them. They got us. They understand where we're coming from. And we totally say. And women on the other side looking like, you're stupid as hell. Like, you really think that worked? Those crocodile tears worked on you. And I would say even Cross might have gotten through to her if Donnie didn't already get to her. Donnie's story changed everything. So the entire time
refocused her.
Soon after Donnie said something, it was nothing that was going to happen. Cross said he could have said whatever he wanted to go say. It was phenomenal. But once again, he has such an ego. And in this story, which is different in the books, is he's a much more flawed character in the show than in the books. So, which is, I think, is more entertaining and things like that. So, yeah, my daughter gets me every. I tell you, this is what they do with us. We are stupid. As men, this is just what it is. So, but because he's more flawed, he does buy into the hubris. That he is the great Alex Cross. He really believes it, and someone else has to knock him back down and tell him, like, you got to remember, just because you think that, it doesn't mean you're always right. And that's what happened last season, and I think that's what happened this season.
Yeah, because Kayla kind of said that to him, it's like, oh, saying like, oh, did she do this? Did she do this? She said this, like, oh yeah, he got played. He's like, no, I got it. And she's like, but then like that conversation got a little sideways because he starts calling her out on some BS, and he was saying some hurtful stuff there. I mean, he was right too, where like she just wants this, and she wants this, like, credit for all the stuff and this and that. But man, as she's walking away, and she goes, just make sure your fingers stay in your pockets. I was like, was that like hey, don't be having sex with this one too? That's what I got out of it.
No, it's because they chop off the fingers to all those things. Everyone sees the fingers in the
me. I was like, is she saying like, hey, you don't need to screw every hot woman in this show?
No, that's funny, but no, because they chop off the fingers of everybody.
That makes more sense. That makes more
Lincoln. And then remember, the knife was there when and Donnie was coming after him. He had a knife. He had his foot on his fingers. He had the knife. He would have cut his fingers off.
100%. And but he doesn't deserve it like all the other people, because he's trying to do the right thing, and get the bad people put away and kind of stuff, But they have a different idea of what it was. But going back to what you said, she played him 100%. She played him because when she brought up like oh, but he's like, oh, I'll make sure he gets put back behind jail, and they all get, and she's like, no, you can't.
Grab his hand. Are you sure?
Oh man, but then the way she did it was like she like tore him down a little bit, by like, so she's like, oh, just with that badge, you're nothing but like an errand boy for these people, and he had nothing. You can't deny it. You can't deny that, like, you at a certain point you don't have any power because there's a chain of command.
Just had a conversation with Lance. See, he knows exactly.
Exactly. So she kind of called him out on it. Is like, at the end of the day, you're still a cop and you have a chain of command and you have rules to follow. And he kind of pulled back, but then when she like immediately kind of like went back on it, and like, okay, I'll help you. I was like, oh, she just, because like she made him vulnerable, like, oh, you're shit. You can't really help me. And then she's like, okay, well, I'll help you. And I was like, oh man, like, yeah. When she said, I forgot, she goes, oh, can you guarantee it? And he did this like little half-ass nod. And I was like, oh man, like he thinks he's got it. Like
I'll tell you, I said, I've been in a couple of relationships with Latina women, and they get you like that 100%. You see the smile, you see the, and it's just like she grabbed you close, she came, and then she ran away, and then looked back at you. That was it. He lost. You didn't say you know you lost. It's 100% you lost. I'm in there. I've seen it.
Boy. Yeah,
Yes,
pretty
yeah.
much. Yeah.
And not as bad as what Lance called him.
Mm.
That conversation was a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so the dinner scene was like the part I was kind of looking forward to since the beginning of the season, because I'm like, they're gonna sit down and they're gonna realize like they both want the same thing, they just want different ends to it. And I'm like, how's that gonna work out? But I'm glad they're kind of keeping them like still on their own path, but against each other, but they want the same thing. Is because I was kind of worried about that, because I mean, you can't have Alex like, no, we gotta stop you at no matter what. He's very empathetic of what she's doing. He just doesn't want her to do it her way. And I'm kind of glad they're kind of handling it in a certain way where it makes sense for both characters.
I have something I didn't catch, and I don't know if you guys can help me with this. When Alex talked to Liz or Rebecca, whatever you want to call her, that was in Florida, correct?
Was it?
That was in Florida, right?
Okay.
Right. I mean, because they were in Florida before, and
because the casino.
Kayla left, go back to DC, and the conversation was in Florida, right? Mm-hmm. And then she said later in the week, meet me at this place, blah blah blah. Figured I was still in Florida. How did Rebecca get to DC? They haven't flagged any of her stuff. They didn't say, let's flag her IDs to make sure she's not getting on airplanes or anything. How did she get to DC that fast?
Yeah, because she was with the Drake and Josh dude. I can't think of his name.
Yeah. So like when you see that, when that was in DC and talking about, he's a member of Congress. How did she get there so quickly if it wasn't on an airplane? Like what happened? Because remember, he was in DC. The guy, because they showed the Capitol and all that stuff that she went into and was talking to him. That's why I was confused. Or maybe was that a Florida representative?
Maybe it was a Florida representative.
But it sounded like he said under the thing, Washington DC. So she got to Washington DC. So how did she get there?
I mean, that's just movie magic. Probably.
I just thought that was kind of interesting, because I was like, it said she went to back in Washington DC. That now Luz or Rebecca wasn't now in Washington DC, while Cross was still where they were in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
How did that happen?
Yeah, because he was supposed to meet her, right? He was supposed to meet her, and that's where he was on his way, and Kayla called him.
Unless you guys are saying to me that he was going to meet her in Washington DC. And maybe I missed it, and that's why I really
might have to. Yeah,
real question I didn't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and check that one out.
Same.
She's doing the same fight.
They sat right next to each other.
It's just, it seemed very strange. It's not like all these flights, like.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that it's a long flight. I mean, you can definitely do it in a day, but like what you said, like how is she not
flagged?
Flagged immediately. Yeah. I had the same question that not just you, Brian.
I was confused. I was like trying to see like how.
Yeah, it's something I don't even think about anymore, because it's just TV. It was like because I was more like, I'm like, oh shit, I can't remember his name, but it's Drake and Josh. That's his favorite name. And he pops up in things every so often. But he saw him. Even I thought that was great. Because I'm like, what is he gonna do? Because she's over here proving like your mom is not a good person. Here's all the messed up stuff your mom did, and even for you, it benefited you.
Senator Ashford.
Senator
Ashford.
Oh, yeah.
But she said you saw that she knew that he had something over Matthew Lillard's character. I always forget Lance. She had something, so Lance paid for this, so he had something over Lance. So she's going to probably use him to get Lance to a point where she could then kill him. She's trying to use him to draw him out Hey, I need you to do this. I have something else I need you to do. You need to come here and we need to discuss it. And then once that's it, he uses him to set him up and then walk away.
Yeah. I like that. But like since we brought up Lance, Matthew Lillard this season as this like tech mogul bad guy is really good. When he was on the talk show, doing his apology, you're like, damn, like you're doing this character really good. Like usually he, you always see him as like, Shaggy or something goofy. Yeah, but I was like, here's like, oh, you're diabolical, man. Like you
want some people to believe you. You always got to evoke the name Obama. Yeah, he was so disappointed in me. It makes
it's funny, that's true.
And I think his over the top kind of delivery, kind of his energetic delivery really lends itself to the character. It really suits the character, I mean.
Yeah. Because I think it reminds you of like some of these tech billionaires with the way they kind of act. Then you throw in the back, behind the scene evil mastermind, child trafficker guy. So yeah, definitely he's good at it. Yeah, I like him. But Bobby Trey, it was the same way Bobby Trey ran up on FBI
agent. But what was that back in DC too? So that's why you understand. Like I said, what was that? Was that back in DC? Because he was when Kayla was in Florida. Wasn't he still in DC? I don't think he's allowed to leave DC, right? Or was he in Florida? Because
that's DC.
Because remember, she was in her apartment. He was there where she was. That means that he was still in DC. That means to me that Alex Cross somehow, we didn't know, went back to DC and they met in DC. So he didn't take her into custody and they were going to meet in DC. But if that was the case, why would you wouldn't be that? Because Kayla asked, "Are you on a plane?" And he said no.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because she was are you on your way to the airport?
Yeah,
it was something like that.
The idea that he was not in DC anymore, so he had to still be in Florida, right? Yeah. So, but somehow Bobby Trey is back in Florida once again. Another guy who's just moving around that's supposed to be in custody, and she's supposed to have something there, and somehow Bobby Trey's just doing that thing, and then Alex is talking on the phone. They hit him with the truck. When Donnie hits him with the truck, knocks him over. Somehow Kayla calls Bobby Trey, and he's there within 2 minutes.
Right?
There's no traffic.
Yeah.
There.
The only thing I could think of was maybe
he was following them
ahead of time. She goes, "Hey, I'm not gonna be in town. Make sure Cross don't do anything stupid." So maybe he was already kind of following him. Otherwise, that would make no sense. It would be like you were just you're on the phone with me right now. Like how you gonna tell somebody to go to be on the lookout?
Well, I think he got hit. She was worried. She called. Doop, 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 doop. Make sure you save him.
Yeah.
But wait till the last second, right before he's about to get killed. Then do it.
Make it dramatic. Yeah. But Bobby Trey just out of nowhere just saves the day. It's like, yeah. Also, he was ready to kill Kayla. Like he showed her the video, and he got the knife. Like,
he said, "We either gonna peel back your face, or I'm gonna peel back your face."
Yeah,
I was like, "Damn."
Yeah.
Okay.
But the deepfake thing, I think we all kind of like called it a little bit. Yeah, because like you said, it was a little too on the nose. Like who like looks back at the camera like that, like. But yeah, but even that's like turning into a big thing. And then Kayla's she's not a good she's not a good girl, but she's very smart, but she knows when to have stuff on people, because now she kind of has her boss.
Roy's like, "You gonna go back and clear out your desk, and I got you, and you ain't gonna come back to work." And she was like, "I'm sorry, look, I didn't want to have to do this, but here's the file, bro. You are as dirty as everybody else. I got you." I see you. I see you, Kate.
Yeah, she's she's ready. That's for sure. So, but I am kind of curious to know what's going on with that. And the one thing I'm kind of upset about is like I kind of want to know more Samson and his mom and what's going on with that, and they're really playing that like no big deal,
it's
but
a
it's like
tertiary storyline now.
Yeah.
And that's crazy for a main character to be relegated to a tertiary story.
Yeah, because obviously it's the main story, and then it's Kayla's story, and then it's his story. So yeah, that kind of sucks.
But the only other thing that was really interesting about the story was what Elle and what's her name, Janelle.
Oh, the daughter,
Ellie and Janelle. Woo! She was like, "So who's that? Is that your boyfriend?" She's like, "No, you will know." And she was like, "Yeah, I'm never gonna be with your dad, but me and you, we're family." And she was like, "You didn't ask me." That's the type of family I want, and just bounced. And I think Ellie's in her feelings, and I think this sets up next week when Ellie's going to come try to see the kids, and guess who's going to be there? Kayla. Or Kayla's going to be walking up or something like that. Hey, I'm part of this, and she's going to start to realize that just like she can move on, so can Alex.
Yeah. Yep. And then does that like jealousy kick in, or does the like, oh shit, I thought I had time?
And I think Alex is going to say, "This ain't a game. I ain't playing games with you. You can't just want to be back just when you want it. I'm not at your beck and call." Yeah.
Because I am kind of glad they kind of handled that, because now the daughter's involved, and now she sees it, and she's like, "Hey, I thought you guys were getting back together. I thought everything was gonna be good. I thought we were gonna be a family." And she's like, "No, that's not how it works." And then it goes back to what Cross said. Cross said, "You can't just come in and be part of these kids' lives and not be part of my life, because
those are my children.
Those are my kids.
This is the family."
The
family.
exactly.
You say we're always gonna be family. No, me and my kids are always gonna be family.
Yeah.
If you want to be part of it, you got to be part of it with me. If not, you need to walk your butt on, because if he's with someone else, if she's with someone else, who the hell's gonna want you going to someone else's kid, and who the hell's gonna want to be dating Alex and have you around? Yeah.
So I mean, that's why this was really interesting, because now, because then it puts a validation to what Cross said in episode 2 or whatever. He's like, you can't do that, and this proves why you can't do that, because you're making these kids have like attachments to somebody who is not going to stick around, and that's not what they need, So, like, granted, they obviously trust her, they love her, and she, I think, loves the kids, but it's like you said, if you want to be part of the family, the doorway into the family is Alex, like,
those are my kids.
His family.
You're not. They're always gonna be family. You're just hey, remember that lady a long time ago? That's gonna be you. But I will ask. Nana Mama's been going a whole long time. She's going to be going to visit her friend. She ain't been back for a long time,
right?
Did she leave for like 3 weeks?
Yeah. So this episode, everyone knows Kayla ain't to be played with 100%. Yeah. They really did the family back burner this episode, or this season. And I think it's gonna kind of fix itself by the end of the season.
We're gonna be 6, 7, 8 right now. And we haven't seen the family. We really haven't seen John for the last 2 or 3 episodes, really. Like, they haven't been part of this season. And I always believe more John, more better.
Yeah. Oh, so fine. She can say as long as she wants.
Yep.
Mama's on the senior cruise. She's gone for like 2 months now.
I was like, that Mama just bounced, huh?
Yeah, but yeah, this episode was really good. I enjoyed it, especially the ending. The last 10 minutes was like, oh, damn, but Donnie's story, the dinner meeting, everything with Kayla kind of like showing she's not to be messed with, but then the end scene with the truck, all that, it just kind of really shows. And even the end scene with Rebecca and the senator, it's like, like her and her group, man, they're on it. Like they're not messing around. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it starts to like wrap up. Because I'm really curious to see, do they kill Lance? Does Cross stop her? What happens? What happens with the kids? You still got the sister, that we haven't got with the adopted boy that they got from the truck. Yep. Somehow I think that's gonna play a big into it.
He's gonna be a huge. What do you guys think? Who do you think is Mastermind?
That's the question.
Oh, that's a great question.
If I told you that Mastermind has already been shown, he's already been in the season, who do you think Mastermind will be?
Yeah. I don't know. Because it has to be somebody with a lot of power. A lot of power. But somebody who doesn't like to show off the power. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Do you think Senator Ashford could be it?
That would be the go-to.
That'd be interesting.
Because you think Rebecca's going to him and thinks she got him, and her plan should work perfectly, right? Unless he's the guy who's setting it all up.
Yeah. Like he's Mastermind. Yeah. They are setting up Mastermind uniquely.
It's not like the book. So they did that in the first season. In the first season was characters that weren't even the villains became villains. Then I'm living the best life.
I raised my kids already. He's saying he knows who Mastermind is.
Okay.
So I'm assuming they say it in the books then.
But it doesn't.
They could
villains
change it.
aren't always the same thing. So that's why I always wonder, do they change something up?
Yeah. But that'd be interesting with Ashford. It could be it, because that would definitely throw Rebecca off.
Could it be Lance?
But
could it be one of the women? One of the head detectives. Because I thought originally that it was going to be Roy.
Yeah.
So I don't know who it's going to be anymore, and it's kind of crossed me up a little bit.
Yeah. I whoever it is, he's definitely gonna, or she, they're definitely gonna tie into what's happening with Lance, I think, and then it's gonna tie into what happened with Becca. So it's like you're gonna start to tie in at least the two major stories together. And I'm kind of curious to see, because even season 1, the way everything unfolded and played out, the ending was great, and I see that kind of them doing that similar kind of style for this one. Yeah. Lance or his assistant. See that?
Yeah.
We won't see Mastermind
Considering
this season.
not overprotective, but territorial his assistant is when it comes to him.
Yeah, that's very protective. That you know what, that was something I was thinking about too, was what if Mastermind is next season's villain?
What if Mastermind has been in every season of the show?
just in the background.
Not in the background at all.
Who's that? It's Cross.
It's Cross.
You got split personality. Doesn't even know.
How did Kayla get all that information?
What do you mean?
That wasn't the information that Bobby Trey gave her. How did she know?
About the deep fake, or
no, about what's going on with Roy?
Oh.
Wouldn't that be a trope for you, on person you almost fall in love with? End up being Mastermind?
Yeah.
Pretending like she's really concerned, but she really knows.
So you're saying Kayla might be Mastermind?
Kayla be Mastermind.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
It wouldn't be a bad idea.
Or for Bree.
I just wonder if it would convolute her whole subplot with what everything she's trying to do. I'm just kind of asking
She's
myself
she
whether
got information. She's done things. How did she pull
she's
the
done
strings
things.
to be able
Yeah.
to get Bobby Trey out? Like,
Mhm.
why did people let her do something? I mean, I look at Kayla could easily be mastermind, and then she
Yeah.
gets hurt at the end of the season by Cross, by Alex, because he chooses, L.
Mm-hmm.
Could that be a thing? Because things are just different. Things are different,
Yeah. I mean, even like she, like her friend that she had the meeting with, right? She just told her right away, like, "Oh, mastermind," and then her friend, like, killed herself. So it's
Yep.
like, and all you had to do was like say, like, "Oh, mastermind's onto us," So
Mhm.
what if she's like, "I need to get rid
But
of
she
some of these
knew-
players"? So
What if she knew that this was what's going on, and that's why she's doing these calls and all that stuff? I mean, it could be. I mean,
could be.
it could.
I mean, it'll be interesting. It'll be a nice little interesting twist to it all.
Mhm.
Yeah. Cross's FBI best friend's mastermind. No, that's too far fetched. Definitely
I can't wait to see
a trope. But
I'm just saying that just seems to me what could be going on. The women, the triangle, all that stuff. And then now you have Mastermind coming after Cross. She also knows a lot about his wife. Just saying, she's been around.
If the dude, I'll say this, if the dude that
Fanboy
undid the deep fake winds up being killed, then that's gonna raise some questions.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember what he said too was in this one, he goes, "Oh, they need to have a lot of pictures of you from a lot of different angles."
Mm-hmm.
Who has a lot of pictures of Kayla in a lot of different angles?
Kayla.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, so that would be like kind of easy. So if he winds up getting killed,
so
that's not a bad
in
idea.
the books, it's not the same character. So Kayla doesn't even exist in the books.
Okay.
So it's a combination of a couple of other characters. They kind of switched the gender. So I'm just saying because I think in the books, Mastermind is called Kyle Craig. I think that's what it's Kyle Craig.
Okay.
Which is kind of who Kayla's playing. Doesn't mean that's going to be Kayla. Doesn't mean that.
What's up, Bonzo?
What up, Bonzo?
Bonzo.
Like that. I mean, and then if they change stuff from the books, it's not like crazy,
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely change, and that's the thing. You don't know if it's going to be, but I can see it, and I can see a woman scorn, and I can see all that other stuff and all that negative, and it has to be. It could be. It doesn't have to be. It could be.
This is where you get the idea from. I'm gonna give you the idea.
I read the book that talks about Kyle Craig, but Anzo did. He definitely talked about it on the stream. He definitely said it. I did not want to give him credit. I was only saying this because he wasn't here, and now that he's here, I'm not saying nothing else. Now that he's here, I'm not telling him anything else.
You're like, no, that's it. When I say I don't know what I said, let's move on.
Yeah, what? Don't rewind, guys. Don't say this.
Have you read the books?
I've only read 2 of them.
Okay.
You guys read it, like Along Came the Spider? Like what's the name of the other book? Yes, I was not going to give it to you. So I just was not.
Oh man.
He said it out the whole time he said it, I was like,
yeah.
No, that can't be it.
I'm just saying, if the deep fake dude that uncovered, if he dies, that's a big, because right now we're the only 2 people that know, him and her.
Yeah.
And if he dies before she does, okay,
I believe I didn't read them in order because I believe I read Return of the Spider and then I read Kiss the Girls.
Okay.
So just saying.
Yeah, I read all but the last 3.
Okay.
And you haven't read any, right, man?
I've not read any of them.
Okay. I haven't.
But they've changed anything. In season 1, I believe Samson is the one who kills in the first book. Kills Fanboy.
We go.
So, I don't know. So they've been changing things left and right, so you don't know.
Yeah. So all I know is Duran's security chick is talking real spicy to Cross from my like
Right?
She is. And would you be surprised if it was her?
No,
absolutely not.
She's next to a tech mogul, so it's easy to get a lot of info.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, because right now it could be anybody for me. So facts. But I don't. You guys got anything else?
I just think that once again, more Samson. Give me more John Samson.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah, I like him. She might take the bullet for Lance.
I see you.
Good.
I see you, T. I see what you're cooking up.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a pretty interesting episode. Not a lot of action, like we got in in previous episodes, but a lot of setup. We have characters kind of meeting each other for the first time, and a lot of back and forth, which is always fun in this kind of show. And then like I said, we still got 3 more episodes. So I think the next episode will probably be a little bit more set up, and then we're gonna start getting everything coming to a head. The
investigation is going to hit overdrive next episode, and then the penultimate is going to be fire. And I'm going to guess that this finale is going to surprise all of us.
Yeah. I think the finale might set up another season better than season 1 did. I think season 1 kind of just finished its story. But now I think they know they're going to do multiple seasons. So I think penultimate is going to be so good, and then the finale I think is going to be really good too. But
Aldous Hodge. I've been telling you guys how good this man was as an actor.
He's so good.
Recast T'Challa. Marvel called him because they won't call him. I'm just telling you that's what he should be doing. You guys didn't believe me. I've been saying it for 2 years, and I'm sticking by it.
There you go. Always got to end someone with a recast.
Exactly.
I just hope they nail the recasting. Okay.
Man.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. So
it's another kid. Yeah.
So, okay. Okay. Looking forward to that. But cool. Yeah, that's our kind of thoughts for this episode. If we missed anything, or you want to talk about what you thought about this episode, leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Who do you think Mastermind might be? Let us know. But make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come and join us every Thursday when we talk about the newest episode of Cross. We still got 3 more weeks, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So make sure you guys come and join us, be part of the live chat. But if you are in the chat right now, stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic for the night. All right. Is there? I'm very interested to say your thoughts about another Alex. Oh, I was like, what? Paradise.
Paradise, yes.
And exactly.
Yeah. Woo, guys. I think people will not like my take.
We could. We were talking about before, and I was like, I get what you're saying. I don't agree too much on it, but I get what you're saying. For sure.
I just don't like it. And there's reasons why I don't like it, but yeah, I just don't like it.
Okay, give me a second. Just real quick. Oh, what the hell?
Not coming up. Yeah, it looks good.
Am I good? I think I froze a little bit.
No, you're good the whole time, I thought.
Yeah, you look fine to me.
Okay. Mine kind of like froze up a little bit. All right, cool. Because I was trying to mess around with the vertical.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can make 2 different things. And the issue I had was the placement.
Yep.
So I needed to make a quick a note of where the placement's at, so I can make good backgrounds for that. Oh man, but yeah, man. If you guys are ready, we just jump right into.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Cool. Let's do it. All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. My name is Tank Kramer with Brian DeGrizio down there, Brandman Brandon over here, and we're going to talk about season 2 of Paradise. We got the first 3 episodes that just released. So we get right back into the world with Xavier and everything, all the new stuff and all that stuff. But yeah, they gave us the first 3 episodes, which is good. They gave us almost half of the season the first day, but so it kind of picks. I don't say it kind of picks up, but we'll get into it. It doesn't right pick up. It takes the episode before it picks up, or picks up from that part. So we got 3 episodes to talk about. So we're not going to probably break down each individual episode, but we'll talk about all 3 as a whole and kind of bounce around between everything. So if you haven't seen all 3 episodes, hit pause, go check them out. They are awesome. They're overall pretty good. And then come back and join us for the conversation. But we can start off with Brian with what you think about the start of season 2.
I don't like it. No. So episode 1, I thought with Graceland, with Annie being, seeing her whole story and tour guide and all that stuff. I have no problem with the character. I have no problem with seeing the rest of the world. I have no problem at all. My problem to me is that you start off season 2 not with Xavier. And I think literally you could have started off with Xavier doing what he was doing at the beginning of episode 2. You could show some of the stuff, and then you could do it as a flashback, then incorporate Annie and incorporate all the stuff. But I don't think that you had to have a full episode with all that stuff. And then we had to see the time of her, being in the bunker, and it seemed like they were stretching it out for no reason. You could have easily with words saying 636 days later, when once the one character died, we didn't have to stretch it out as much as we did. And I think that for me, you could have shortened it a little bit, and not because I think it was well done. I just don't like starting off a season with not our proxy, the person who's supposed to be our eyes into this world. I think you should start your season where you finish your last season, and then you could take it a different direction, because we're going to open up a world, because you have basically literally in the show open the doors to the rest of the world, right? But we can use Xavier still there and then say there's a problem, stop, pause, and go right to Annie's story, come back and do the whole thing to Annie, and then come back to Xavier, and then end the episode there. So Xavier is still the main focus of what we're doing with Paradise. It's exactly what they did in every episode of last season. Mm-hmm. I just didn't like that part. Not that I didn't like what the episode was. I thought that it was well written, well acted, and Shailene Woodley did a phenomenal job. I just thought I don't like doing those type of things. That's just me, So I mean, as far as Graceland goes, I thought that. I think Mayday was good, but I thought it should have been another half of an episode. It shouldn't have been a full episode, because a lot of people said it was kind of slow, even though it was very important for the development. But I think it should have been flashbacks more with Xavier. And that way you incorporate him into all the other stuff. You could have taken those other episodes 1 and 3 and put Xavier into those episodes, and those episodes seem better, especially 3, because 3 needed him a lot more.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
but I think you could have done it a little bit better, and I would have preferred that. So I still have my proxy in all my episodes. The guy that I grew up. The reason I'm coming back for season 2 is for Sterling K. Brown, and I think you should start off with Sterling K. Brown. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean it's fair. It's fair. He's the main character. He's the face on all the posters. He's you always see him doing all the interviews and stuff like that. So yeah,
he's a big head over there, right? Right there, that's the main head, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah,
I only see him and only really mainly in one episode of the first 3. Seems problematic to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What about you, Brandman? What you think about the first few episodes?
With the first episode, I liked what they were going for with kind of showing how everything has impacted other people and other survivors, but I think kind of where they went wrong was spending a little too much time on it. Or maybe they could have even done it in slight reversal where we start with Xavier, then have him encounter Annie, and then kind of tell her story
episode
through flashback. And you could even kind of fragment it because
I like that,
yeah, Xavier is the centerpiece of the show. He is the central focus character. One would assume that's where they'd pick up following. You'd pick up with him, but I think this first episode and even to an extent the second episode were just kind of a disservice to the character, and especially all that we got to know about him and where he's headed in this new episode. It felt very odd to go with that decision. And I'm trying to remember what happened on the second episode.
Well, he met his wife and he saw what's going on with his,
there we go,
surgery and
a lot of that.
And see why she's so important to him, and then her losing her sight and him still taking care of her, doing these systematic things to take care of her, even though without knowing her. But it's almost like your love stories where I knew immediately that she was my wife. It's almost like we saw that in live action.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's where they kind of that's what kind of tripped me up on episode 2. Or not episode 2, episode 1. I'm sorry, episode 1. My bad. And episode 2 I liked. Episode 3 didn't really work that great. I thought it was all right, but out of these 3, definitely my least favorite.
Yeah.
Because episode 3 showed that everyone's stupid. Yeah, you're right.
Except
for one person, apparently.
No, she's stupid. She's crazy too, but they just don't see it because she's a little white girl. You don't see her. You can't see me. She's obviously John Cena. That's obviously who she is because they can't see her.
So annoying.
Every spot.
So annoying. So annoying. Well, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Jane.
Was that it? I didn't want to cut you off.
No.
Brandman.
Oh, what's that? One more time?
Oh no, was that it? Like, I didn't want to cut you off.
Oh no. I think that was about it so far.
Okay.
I'm still interested to see where they go with it, but I think I was hoping it would really hit the ground running. Especially the way the last season ended, because I love season 1.
Yeah,
I absolutely love the first season.
Yeah,
it just kind of felt like they did the character of Xavier a disservice.
Yeah.
Okay. For all I know, they'll probably turn things around with the next episode. But I think I expected a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah. As for me, like episode 1, I liked episode 1 because of them showing everything that was going on in the outside world. Like you had the part where the president was, doing his speech and they were watching it on their phones, so I was like, oh, that's cool. So I enjoyed all of that. I mean, I do agree with Brian. Like we need to get more of the main character in the show for sure. I don't think I hated it as much as Brian did, but if they wanted to do more of like it split with like the first 2 episodes and kind of split it that way, or even like what Brandman said, like have the first episode and then the second one be her backstory after you meet her for the first time. You know, that
no
would have been cool.
me.
I think that would have been interesting. But then you would have had 2 episodes back to back without him.
He still should have been dropped in each one.
In each one, you know. And I think the one that really bothers me the most is the 3rd episode. Because the first episode, I enjoyed that story part of it. You know, they could have maybe played around with how they told that story. The second one was man, that was the second one I really liked because it told the story of how he met his wife. You know, it's kind of like, you know, the injury of then and the injury now, blah, and stuff like that. But when him with the kids, man, because
dude,
man, because like he's like, oh, does anybody want to read a story? And they're just all like, you know, what do you say? He goes, can he have your jacket when you're dead? I was like,
you're dead, man.
Damn, man, like these kids are like cold-blooded, but I get it. You know, they're out here living and surviving, you know, like they don't have time to be kids anymore, you know, and you forget it because like, you know, because it's part of Xavier is like still being a good man and still being like what it is to be like a father, even though these aren't his kids, but he understands like they're kids. But that got taken away from them. You know, like they're survivors now, you know, like that's what it is. And, you know, when he killed the dude and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I think he thought they were going to be mad at him. And they just like, you're good, bro. Like, we got you, you know, let's cover up the body. It's like, damn, you know, but yeah, you know, and even though the one boy, Daniel, I think the one that was talking, you know, like, oh man, you felt for him because like, you know, he falls asleep on his shoulder. He's like, oh, shit, man, you know, like, how's he gonna save these kids? And at the end of the day, man, they took all his stuff. They took his jacket, too. Everything. Died. Yeah, you know, and they said, you know, well, sorry, and just left this picture with his kids. I was like, damn, you know, it's just that's rough. That's rough because it's like you're not mad at the kids because they're just doing what they got to do, but it's just like you're sad and you're just like, damn, this world sucks, man. Now, you know, seeing what it's doing to like innocent children, you know.
How did they live for 3 years? What do you guys think? How did they get along for those 3 years?
I don't even know. It seems like they're just bouncing around wherever they need to go and just they're literally just surviving, you know, like whatever it takes.
Do you think this is what I said? They said all the adults are dead. All their parents are dead. I think their parents didn't die immediately. I think the parents were with them on the bus. Slowly were killed by that other group. And they killed and they saw. That's why they're not shocked about all the death because the parents that are with them were slowly killed.
And
they only left the children because they're not a problem.
Yeah, because they said they was the one dude was like, oh, I was looking for. I've been tracking them for days now, you know. So it was like, why are they looking for the kids? You know, so I'm kind of interested.
They probably could have been looking for them for a long time.
Yeah,
and that's why I thought it's like maybe their parents were dead immediately. You know, so they're all going. We're all just left. They're all gone. We were all on a tour bus, a bus tour, whatever. But those parents didn't just die because that happened. I think that's how they know how dangerous this other group is. And the parents who went out to go feed them or do all that stuff, there's always one less coming back. One less coming back. And that makes more sense for them. You know, how did they survive the winter when it's that cold? Well, because the people were around. But after that weather broke, they started dying off. Yeah.
That's why I hope we get some more of the kids. I'm kind of curious to see what's going on. I mean, if we don't, it's whatever. But I kind of want to understand because, you know, that's something I didn't even think about last season. It was like, well, what if you got kids without parents, you know, or something like that, you know? So like, what happens? You know, is there makeshift families? You know, so I hope we get more of that. But I think that'll be more explained in the outside world in general. So that second episode was like really good for me. Like it was between the memory and what was going on, it was really good. But the third episode, man, was so stupid.
Yeah,
you know?
Easily the weakest.
Man, it's weak because we already know what's going on in the bunker. because of last season. We know there's gonna be chaos. We know there's this. We know the president's son is starting a rebellion and stuff like that. Like, I feel like out of all the episodes, that one could have definitely been cut and put into other things. Like it just, we didn't need all that at once. It's just a little too. It's just like, okay, I know it's crazy. She wakes up, like that one was so predictable. Except for the end.
It was predictable and convenient, and especially when you see characters who have been established as competent and always mindful of their surroundings, just suddenly aren't.
Yeah.
How convenient.
Yeah. The third episode was used to set up the new mystery, which I get, but also I didn't need an hour of it. Like you could have sprinkled that in with what's going on with Xavier, Yeah. So I hope that's what they do now, because out of the third episode, all we got was there's a side project that we, and it's more than just the bunker, and then Jane is a mastermind, evil genius. That's what we got. And then so
but
that was my issue.
Not just that, she's also working. It seems like she's working with Sinatra, and they had their code word still, and still was going. So obviously, we missed out on some stuff because it was weird when we come back to the bunker and seeing everything turned upside down.
Yeah,
the characters is not. This is not what I thought was going to happen. Was Nicole Robinson? What instead of being the head of everyone, now she's working for everyone else. And who do they choose? They choose Jane, the person who's with everyone who's dead. Like, and it just seemed very strange and problematic, and all that. And Sinatra pretend like she's afraid of her, but because I think that they have a plan. I think Sinatra and Jane had a plan from the beginning, and this is what's going on. So like I think it's going to make sense. I agree with you guys. It just shouldn't have been done this way.
Yeah. Because I see like A saying like, no, she's an idiot. How is she an idiot? She at the end of the episode, she just like did this entire master plan out of just sheer luck, And I was like, how? Like what? Because I thought she went with the president, the new president, to kill him, obviously, But I thought, I'm like, oh, they're running. She's going to like hit him with some kind of drug that makes him have a heart attack, right? Easy. Boom. Instead, she slits the throat. Sorry, this is super spoiler. Slits the throat and then looks at her phone and sees like, oh, somebody's onto me. I
think she knew exactly who was onto her.
Oh, she knew exactly who was onto her. Yeah, yeah. But then she sees the text message. That's my thing. Is like she sees the text message. She's like, "Oh shit, they're on to me." Looks at her phone. I guess they all track each other now, or she just tracks her.
She's the leader now. She's now the leader.
Yeah, so she knows where they're all at. But it's like be in a matter of 2 minutes, and then when she first what's her name Robinson pulls up. The first thing she doesn't do is text the group. Yep. The first thing she doesn't do is call somebody. I was like, you see all the blood, you know what I mean? Like, obviously there's something bad happened, and you already have suspicions about her because you already looked it up. So you're not gonna like look around because they already said she went running with the president. So I was like,
there's no cameras. There's no cameras anywhere. None. That's why I'm so surprised. Like in a town that's it's described as the safest place in the world because they have cameras, and they have cameras on everything corner of.
They have cameras on everything.
She found a way, and she was able to kill them.
I'm like, how are all
only other black person who's there?
Yes, yes. So season 1, they frame like the black dude, right? Now he has to like run away, and then he takes the fall for it, And then now they're blaming the only other main black character. Like. And then meanwhile, she's next to every single person that has died so far. It was like no one's gonna be like, But then again, like that part I can kind of be whatever because she works for Sinatra, and Sinatra's gonna make sure people don't look at her that way. People are gonna like whenever they start to like think she's gonna start to cover it up.
It's chosen bias.
Yeah, that 100%.
Unexpected person. You look at who she is compared to everyone else. You use your own biases and your own prejudices against them, and you don't even see her standing there. You don't even realize that she was in the building. She was in the White House with the president who's dead, and now this one, she's right next to the next president, and she was right there with with Sinatra, and she's the one who kidnapped Xavier's daughter, or any of these things.
Yeah. Or the dude, I can't remember Sam, not Sam. Was it Sam? The dude, the other dude she killed, Billy. Billy.
Her fiance or whatever, boyfriend, whatever.
Friend, yeah. And then that's the thing that like ultimately pissed me off, because in season 1 it kind of upset me. It was like, why did there's no way she's this fucking smart, and then they do it again in season 2, and that's the part that's like the most aggravating out of the entire show. Was like I need a backstory of her being like, I was telling Brad, man, like I need a backstory of her being like a Black Widow at this point. Like she needs to be like Natasha's sister,
in the Red Room.
Because like, come on, she knows exactly where to shoot from like 10 feet away, which is already far. You know exactly where to shoot in the neck. Like you kill the president and can come up with this master plan of how to frame somebody in a matter of like a minute. It is just like, like how are all these smart people? And you showed that Robinson is a smart person. You showed, Xavier is a smart person. You have all these smart people around her, but as soon as they're around her, they just get dumb. It's like what the fuck?
Is it them that's dumb, or is the world that's dumb because it's her?
I mean,
and she just uses what the tools that she has. The tools she has is she's the most unassuming.
I mean, that's the whole thing. Is like, because even in season 1, they made a point to show it where Robinson's like, oh, she's just like an intern that got lucky, So I was like, so yeah, there's that. But then at this point, she's already past that. She already expects her to be something shady. So it's like, now you see the president on the floor, and your first thing isn't like, hey, I don't see her. You don't call everyone else. I don't see her, and he's dead. What's going on? Instead, you run up to him, not looking around for her, because come on, man, like.
You always should be the first person calling. You're always the first person calling and saying, hey, the president's down. Someone got him. And then now if you knock him out and do whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. It's just I'm like, really, that's your big idea of killing the president, is like slitting his throat in the middle of the street? Like, how can you hide that? You know what I mean? Like, because if Robinson wasn't just so happened come running that to him, like, what was the plan? What was the plan if Robinson wasn't gonna be there?
That she was always going to frame Robinson.
I guess. Like, I don't know. Like,
because once again, she's the one that no one trusted anymore, and they busted her down all the way to shit detail that she was always going to frame her, I guess, because I agree what the hell's wrong with them. But
but even the kidnapping was her
only
like,
Sinatra
oh,
knew.
come with me being safe. Yeah, only Sinatra knew. Because even the daughter was kind of like, oh, I trust you, Billy trusts you, I'll go with you. Yeah. But that is my biggest issue with it, is just like Jane is, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because they did it in season 1, and now they're doing it again.
Yeah, and it's all out of nowhere. She just
like, she needs to be a badass, because now we're getting more Billy's backstory and stuff like that, but she needs to have a backstory where she's like, related to like Lex Luthor or some shit, like, like she is way too smart, and then the thing is, like, she could be, unassuming because, she's this like petite, white girl who always cries all the time, but
all you gotta do is scream. Once again, men are stupid. This is what it is. When they're stupid, you see it smile, you see it crying. Who did it?
So that was my biggest issue. Otherwise, like, I even episode 3 has some good parts of the flashbacks, of her talking to the dude, telling him about the end of the world. I thought that was interesting, and stuff.
How
like
did
that.
Annie pick up Xavier and put him on the horse,
right,
being 7 or 8 months pregnant? How did she do that? Just want to know. Like, she was like, hey, Superman. Over his head. Just
again, man, movie TV magic. It's like, how can you be there and then 2 hours later be there? Same thing. Like this like very pregnant woman lift up this, super like out of it man. So it was all dead weight. You know what I mean? Like she ain't helping you at all.
She's picking up 180 pounds over her head to go. Ah!
Yeah.
It's like what over the horse? I don't understand.
The horse helped out somehow. I don't know.
The horse helped. Yeah, exactly.
Well, but I would say, the episode 3 ended awesome, and I'm really curious to see what goes on with Annie and Xavier.
How does she think she's going to get Xavier to not go after his wife? Didn't we just see in episode 2 that he will do whatever it is to find his wife? He was in the bunker with his kids and still went after her. You think you're going to stop him? Your 7-month pregnant butt is going to stop him? All right. You know what I'm going to tell you? They're going to Atlanta.
Atlanta.
They're not going back to Colorado. They're going to Atlanta.
Yeah. The pregnancy pissed me off. It's the apocalypse. I guess there's no cops around.
I was like, yeah, you just let that happen? Like, you're like, I just met this dude 4 days ago. And you're like, I'm just going to let this happen. Nah, go ahead. Finish up. What?
Yeah. That was interesting with that.
Another thing that bothered me, she was in the hiding spot, the Elvis hiding spot. She could have stayed there. No one knew it existed. Why did she run and hide under the bed?
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm like, go back to the secret hiding spot.
She ran out of there. Like no one knows it exists. She runs out of the secret and she hides under the bed. You probably can see her feet under the bed. That's why he was able to pull it out. And then if he wasn't going to hurt her, why would you pull her out so angrily?
I know, right? Like,
what are we doing?
It's like the whole Homer Simpson thing. Like he's like, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. He's like all in her face. I was like,
exactly.
You're gonna, it was a little much. Like there's some parts where you're just like, okay, come on, you're being stupid. But another part I thought that was really good was when, because it was Billy, right? Was the killer?
Yes.
Billy with the dude that didn't want to sell his tech. Yep. In the room, that was intense. Man, it was a really good scene.
He told him, "Don't kill the kid."
Yeah.
And so a lot of people thought that was his kid. No, that's the person that was working with him. You remember?
That was his student. Yeah, that was like his student protege kind of thing.
Exactly. So, and he said he's going to save the world. So that now lets you know that Link is really important.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he could save the world, but he's trying to get into there. And you also realize that I think the project that's going on under the city has something to do with all the plants that they're saving. Because they're shutting down all the nuclear power plants and all that stuff, whatever. I think that has something to do with what's going on. I think that what you're going to see is they actually is a button or something like that destroys the rest of the world, so they don't have to worry about anyone coming to that bunker.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no pull-out game. Yeah, exactly. I was saying, she ain't say nothing about it either.
Yeah,
I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, but yeah, because it when she was talking to the science apocalyptic dude, he's like, oh, the one thing that you don't have or you can't buy is time. So she's gonna figure out a way to accelerate like the atmosphere basically again, like getting things back to normal, so
see,
it could be the plants
guy,
like
didn't he say step 1 is the whole freezing of everything? That's only step 1. There's going to be a step 2. There's going to be other stuff there are issues, and they haven't gotten to that yet.
No, because it said because it was what the volcano's going to explode. Then you're gonna get everything's gonna be cold.
It's gonna cause a little mini ice age. But then after that, step 2 is what's really gonna kill you. That's what it says.
When everything starts to heat up, and water starts to evaporate, pressure starts to get bad. Is the way he's called the Venus dilemma or whatever he called it. And we haven't even got there yet. So yeah.
I think that has something to do, but I think the fact that Link is going around shutting down those plants has something to do with it too, and that's why they hit the Colorado, because they know something underneath that was part of his professor's plan.
Yeah, because like he's the only what the professor's like. He's the only one that ever understood it.
Yeah,
better than anybody else. Like he got it. So I don't mind having a new, like old mystery kind of thing. Like in a mystery show, that's what I expect. So there's always gonna be a mystery on the top of a mystery, kind of thing. So I'm cool with that. It wasn't like because I seen some people were like, oh, so there's another reason for the bunker. I was like, there's probably like 20 reasons for the bunker. Yeah. So yeah, that wasn't too much. He goes, because then all of a sudden it will all become hot and just explode.
Yeah. But can you imagine if all the plants were connected and literally you can use them to smoke everyone else out, kill everyone else out, so you can start over with a new world because you're in your bunker?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you just don't want any remnants of the old world still there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, Sinatra got a plan, but Sinatra's just, she's evil.
Yeah.
Straight up evil. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it seems like we all had some issues with the first three, but overall, we could have changed some things. Overall, I am still pretty ready for the next episode because I'm kind of excited to see what happens. It's just they could have done some things to make it a little bit better. But
I think they definitely could have done some different stuff. It's not enough to like kill all my hype for this season because it's nothing that I don't think it's anything that a solid follow-up episode couldn't necessarily save.
Yeah.
But I just think there's a couple things I would have done a little differently if I had my way.
I agree, but also I think that once again, you guys like episode 1 a lot more than I like episode 1 because I thought that there's a lot of stuff that didn't make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
When did they get 3 years of food?
Mm-hmm.
Like when did that happen? Like she's sitting there reading the book like she's not hungry at all. And when did you see the heart? Because no one cared about Annie at the time, so they had to bring an older woman that's going to be the heart of the show, whatever, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then so they brought 3 years of food, but not any alcohol, right? So he could
or any medicine,
any medicines at all.
Enough medicine.
There's so many things that didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, why did she not lock the door? If she's alone in this big old house in Graceland, why didn't she think to maybe nail the door shut or to keep things out in an old house? Like, if you're worried about what's outside, why wouldn't you take those things? There's so many plot armor things that happened in episode 1 that I was like, if you just didn't do all that, if you didn't stay with it that long, you wouldn't have to have these questions. But now you stayed with the whole episode. So now I want to know, how the hell did you eat? Why didn't you lock the door? Why are you so scared? You were thought enough at the beginning of the episode to take a gun, but not any of the other stuff. So like it was very problematic to me. There's so many holes in the episode 1 that I just didn't understand.
Yeah. So I mean, all we can do is hope going forward. they tell it properly. I think they tell it properly and stuff like that. But yeah, so excited. Said, seriously, am I the only one who's okay with the current president getting taken out? Oh no, he sucked. He was a D-bag. Yeah. He was a tool. Like,
oh yeah, he
was killing them. Yeah. No, he was a dumbass. When he's like, what's the one thing they don't have down here? It was like, there's like a bazillion things. Like, everything they said, they're like, loved ones, or what was it, like pets? It was like summer. It's like,
so you gonna turn up the heat, motherfucker? Like,
yeah, for real.
I'm like, you're literally living in like paradise where it's the perfect temperature all the time. Like, what?
We need summer, and then we need winter. That's
just
what we need.
And then it's like, this is where you clap, and then like everyone's kind of like, you hear like one person in the background like clap once.
Do you feel like that's how the White House things go?
And that's how it is right now.
The cabinet works. Everyone's like, hey, clapping. Everyone's like,
yeah. Well, the first clap is to wake him up. It's like, he's still awake. Okay. Yeah. No, he's a dumbass. Yeah. Who wants summer? Like, but you already live in like the perfect temperature.
Paradise.
Why does it need to be hotter? That's like, what people miss? 10 below zero temperature. Ain't no one miss that shit. Get out of here. So that was too. But again, that just shows how dumb he was. And then he's in Sinatra's face is like, I was a governor and blah 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 and this and that. And the whole time in my head, I'm sure she's like, and I made sure you were there. Yeah, I'm the reason why you got to all those positions, dumbass. Well,
I mean, he could have said movies, TV. Like he said supper.
I knew it was gonna be something stupid when people were saying like legitimate things, and he's like, no. It's like, I'm like, it's gonna be something dumb. It's gonna be like black parties. That was gonna be something stupid, and it was. Yeah, he's a dummy. Well, it's in the middle of what's supposed to still be winter, and it's 80 degrees tomorrow. Yeah.
It's always perfect. So I don't understand. Like the temperature is always perfect. Hey, tonight, what's today's weather? Well, it's the same as yesterday. A perfect 74.3 degrees.
Yeah.
Sun's still out in the sky.
Yeah. The pet thing I thought was interesting. I'm like, do they not have pets down there? Have we not seen a pet yet? And I was trying to remember. I'm like, I don't
think I've seen anyone walking a dog.
Like a dog. Yeah. Anybody walked a dog or a cat or anything or fish, anything? Which I was like would make sense because like, would you want a cat or a dog or any kind of animal like
eventually
taking up more energy? I guess
how are they going to get him in there? Because remember how it was a bad rush to get into the bunker too.
Yeah. So, even horses. I was like, you gotta have like horse or something, right? I mean, you gotta have some kind of animals, especially if you plan on.
Remember that made the sign, made the message in the sky. Didn't he have an animal? And that was the thing. He's like, I know you have your animal, and that's how Xavier blackmailed him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did have a pet. He had a pet dog. He had to keep it hidden. Yeah. So, I don't know. That's the easiest job a weatherman have. He's always right all the time.
72.3 degrees today. No rain.
Yeah. Ever. Yeah. That was the one was smuggled in. Yeah, that's right. Yep. Yeah. Xavier knew about it. That's right. And then they killed him and the dog, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah. Kind of into food supply, no pets. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I just like the one dude who got up the Swedish scientist dude, and he calls him like, you're an effing idiot. And then he gets arrested for it. I was like, literally speaking the truth.
Yeah, but that's true.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, the president's son, or the old president's son, is going to blow up some ish. He has a good plan. 100%. He's going to blow up some ish.
Yeah.
Is it worth blowing up stuff if it's going to harm the 25,000 people that are in that bunker? Or is it better to just unlock the door? Is that problem? Because if you have people, then they ransack it and then they jump in and raid it. What's the right answer?
Yeah. Because I think he's thinking about one thing about there's people out there. Are they good people?
Mm-hmm.
Are they people wanting to take everything you got? It's like that's stuff you need to think about. But
does it save you in any way? Could it hurt everyone that you love?
Yeah. Like is it morally correct to save as many people as possible? Sure, but
at the risk of killing the 25,000 that are well off, and that you can maintain this, and you're going to have to maintain this because of what's going to happen outside.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because like you said, I think it sets up where all these people think they're out of it because they're like, oh, it's not cold anymore, but then by the end of this season, it's going to start getting hot, and then it's going to start becoming a problem. And I think more people are going to want to get into the bunker. So, we'll see where it goes. So, we got crazy kids out there that don't talk, that they will cut you in the back.
Exactly.
Steal everything you got. Yeah. So, we'll see. But you guys got anything else?
Nope. We talked about pretty much all.
That's mostly it.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So episodes come out on Monday about an hour and a half before we go live. So we should be able to watch it before we come on. So we'll be able to talk about it on Mondays with the newest episode. So we'll hopefully talk about episode 4 on Monday. So if you guys want to be part of it, if you're watching the replay, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come and join us when we talk about the next episode of Paradise, because we got 5 more weeks of Paradise. So yeah, make sure you come and join us and leave a comment. Let us know. Maybe we're all wrong. Maybe you loved episode 1, or you think I'm crazy because Jane is not a genius, or anything else that we complained about. but
so obviously there was enough food for 3 years.
Yeah,
I'm just missing it.
Exactly. Oh man, but yeah, let us know in the comments and let's chit chat about it. But we appreciate all you guys in the live chat right now hanging out with us. We want you guys to stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic for the night. All right. Hey, again, Mild Bear called it. He goes, they're not gonna have enough time to talk about the comic.
There's no way. I mean, yeah.
Don't give me enough time to read it in that case.
Yeah.
You just gotta get out soon. So tomorrow we're supposed to be doing
we're starting the
watch party for From. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we're only gonna watch the first episode tomorrow anyway. So
okay. If we do just one episode, maybe we could do it after.
Right afterwards. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mom Bear knows us better than that. Funny how that happens.
Well, that's what happens when we get it on late because someone's be waiting on somebody till almost 10 o'clock. That's me.
Yeah, that happens like once in a while.
Every once in a while, I was like, it's funny because I was on earlier and I went to go talk to my wife because her birthday is Tuesday. Even though I have to go spend time with that with the CEO, and we're gonna miss her entire birthday dinner.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm so upset about that.
That sucks.
They wanted me to come back on the next day, and I said, "No, I will not be there." 2 days. Yeah, they wanted me to come back the next day. I was like, "No, I'll spend that whole day Wednesday with my wife now." So, but yeah, I was talking to her about that, and I looked at the time. I was like, "Crap," and I went downstairs.
Yeah, but I do want to talk about it though, because it's cool to see. Hopefully, these characters come back, and how much we always been talking about, Static and stuff like that. So
how much I've been talking about Icon.
Yeah. So
what if Jonathan Majors is planning this? Maybe this whole thing that Jonathan Majors is doing is to become Icon. Still,
isn't Icon? I could be wrong. Isn't he conservative in the comics?
Well, in the comic book he is, but they kind of changed the story in this episode. I mean, in this issue, they changed his backstory a little bit.
Yeah.
So
that'd be funny. He's just getting into the role.
He's just learning how to do it right now.
There you go. Mom Bear's happy birthday, Lady Rizzy.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. So
that
Monday, that's when it turns midnight, I'm gonna be like, "Happy birthday!" She's gonna hate me.
run upstairs. But we're gonna talk about the comic book for sure. I know it was Ace and Mama Bear like, you guys just need to do a comic book show. Like, man, that's something we've been talking about.
Yep,
something we've been talking about. So hopefully we get that going. But cool.
I forgot I had this whole bag of comic books over here too. I forgot I had another one.
No.
More comic books. Who knew?
I was on Whatnot, and I shouldn't be on Whatnot, but I was there, and I was kind of going through some of the channels I follow, and one of them was doing all Scotty Young. I was like, oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
So I was like, so I wound up getting that one with a blade on it. I wound up getting like a Groot one, with a Spider-Man one. He's like falling out of the gutter, like
I have some
spider, the spout, Dead Man Logan, with all the different kind of Logans over here crying. This one, I guess, is more of a harder one to find. The cover,
nice.
You know,
Now
but
what?
that was pretty cool. Yeah. And then an X Factor. So those are all Scotty Young covers. So I was like, damn it.
They got you.
There was one I was in a bidding war with somebody, but then it got a little too much. I'm like, I'm out. That's a little too much.
You have to be able to walk away. You have.
Yeah, you gotta know where your limits at. You gotta know where your limits at.
Yeah,
100%. Because otherwise, yeah,
you will be broke.
the blade is dope. He has a few cool blade covers. Yeah, this one's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, and then like the person that does it, like it's a key issue. So this is the first appearance of Queen Arok or something like that. So like I thought that was kind of a cool. That's not a key issue. Like this one's a key issue. This is the first team up of Neo Hydra. You know, was it first appearance of Cardios. Yeah. And then Iron Man joins the Guardians.
Yep, I remember that. I got that one. Yeah,
yeah. So that's pretty cool. That's dope. But guys, let Brandman sleep. Really not. Get you one of those like neck cushions. All right. Well, let's get out of here. It's already about to be 1:00 in the morning. But yeah, we'll be back. I don't know. It's gonna be on Anzo's. It's gonna be on Anzo's channel, right?
It'll be on Anzo's tomorrow, so we'll be on Big and Forward tomorrow.
Yeah, watching From. So we'll do that one, and then Saturday we'll be here for sure.
Yes, definitely doing that.
Yeah,
but we're supposed to be on here watching The Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So a little break from Expanse, but we get the Princess Bride, so that's a plus. So I can't wait to watch that. I love that movie.
Mm-hmm. Inconceivable.
Yeah. So so we appreciate you guys. At some point we're gonna do the comic book stuff. You know, try to get that kind of really going, get it off the ground. Because I need to talk about Poison Ivy. I need to talk about Absolute Poison Ivy because that was dope. That was dope.
That was awesome.
I liked her, and then at the end,
yes,
yeah.
It was, yeah,
I really liked it.
But yeah, we're gonna do that hopefully. But cool, let's get out of here. Appreciate you guys as you wish. Yes, as you wish. Let's get out of here. We will see you guys on Big and Forward Entertainment tomorrow with Anzo, and then Saturday watching Princess Bride. Let's get out of here. There you go, Fernando. Happy birthday to your wife.
Thank you, Fernando.
There you go. But cool. We will see you guys tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow, guys.
Later.
Or today.